Welcome into Suns Valley Live, everybody. What's going on? We got Sundo in the house. We got the Miami Heat in the house. Sundo looking good. You know, in the Zelda green.
Yeah.
We need you here. Last game was brutal without you.
You don't need me. This team is. You don't need me to help out with this.
Real quickly, I don't think I got to talk
of a team.
Don't think I got to talk to you about that game, man. What was your impression of that Cavs game? I know you probably didn't get to watch the whole thing.
I don't even care, bro. I don't even care. It's just clearly this team is just bad. I watched your video. Couldn't agree more. I feel like once again we gotta talk about this again, but I just feel like we just don't have a coach we don't have the right coach. We don't have the right coach. There I said
it hurts.
Sorry.
Damn.
And it also doesn't help that we were strapped this season as far as moves that we could make, right? So I mean, and also doesn't help the fact that we're in the middle of a ownership sale and that basically we can't do anything until ownership takes over. So it's kind of one of those deals where it's like a perfect storm. And if you know what I mean, like it's a perfect storm. You don't have money to make a lot of moves. You're getting ready to make a few moves, aka Jay Crowder, and you were involved in the Kevin Durant talks, and then all of a sudden, Sarver now is forced to sell the team basically, and it seems like what we wanted to happen ended up biting us in the ass this season because
like it didn't happen at an opportune time at all.
Yeah, it didn't happen at an opportune time. It happened at the beginning of the season. Or in the beginning of the off season, we're like, okay, cool. Sarver's gone. We can spend some money. Nah, not really. Now that you're suspended, basically, you can't make hardly any moves on this team because the owner's going to want to have to buy the team, right?
I really, 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 really hope that that's what it is, though. Like, but what if it's just that James Jones is sitting on his hands?
He's not. It is. There was an article. I can't remember who wrote it. It was an article on ESPN that specifically talked about it and went through the details of it. And it really is. And I don't know if it was just a propaganda piece from because stuff that comes out like that, like I don't know if that's a propaganda piece from James Jones or whatever, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
if he's willing to put it out, I'm willing to believe it. As long as he's willing to say it, I'll believe him.
I'll find the article. It was on ESPN. I read through it because it popped up on my phone. It was like, oh, you want to read this article? I was like, yeah, I do want to read this article. Let me see if I can't find it real quick. But it went through the details of why James Jones can't do anything because of the change in ownership. And it came in an inopportune time, and I couldn't agree more. It just feels like we want to say, oh, James Jones is doing nothing but sitting on his ass, but I feel like he's really strapped, and it came at an inopportune time.
Dre God said, damn, I feel like Sundo hasn't been here in weeks.
Sundo been around.
It does feel like that, and it was just one game. It was just one game.
Let me find it here. Oh, here we go.
What's going on, Shane McCarty?
Yes, here it is. It's Tuesday, the article. With 3 quasi-owners, Phoenix is stuck in trade limbo as deadline nears. And it talks about how they can't make any moves. And it's from Brian Windhorst. The Phoenix Suns are operating in an unusual world and interested in making a trade for needed depth in the environment with 3 quasi-owners in the moment. Current owner Robert Sarver is suspended, selling the team, and even though he's barred from communicating with anyone, still in control of any trades that surpass a certain agreed upon dollar amount.
Yeah, like if it's a contract like Jay's, that's, but that's just saying he has the right to say no to it. That's not saying he's saying no one's being traded anywhere. I'm pissed.
But here's the deal. So if you as an owner that we're getting ready to sell, you have the right to say, we're not spending any more money. I want to get the most money that I can. So you're not going to add money, you know what I mean, to the business. You know what I mean? When most people sell a team, what do they try to do? Or not team. When most people try to sell the business, what do they try to do? They try to make it as profitable as possible. For when that sale hits, they get the most bang for their buck.
I mean, what would make us more I think it would make our team more profitable.
It's not what makes it's
if we had Bojan Bogdanovic on the team.
It makes his pockets more profitable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think having a team that's a stinker with Jay Crowder sitting out makes you less valuable than a team that has Bojan Bogdanovic freshly coming to town to revitalize the feeling that maybe we can win because we've got another shooter. You know, maybe we're able to pull off a Trae Young situation.
Specifically, right here. It says here, when NBA Commissioner Adam Silver suspended Sarver in September, the league office laid out a series of rules regarding his involvement with the team for the next year. Some of these provisions, particularly those preventing changes to top positions on the business side of operation without Sarver's approval, have been reported on extensively. So, like, no major changes can be made. So, like, coach can't get fired without Sarver saying so. James Jones can't be removed without Sarver saying so. Moves like that can't be made without Sarver saying so right now. So, even though we are still like, oh my gosh, Sarver's gone, it's going to be all good, we can actually do something. Wrong. He still gets ultimate say until this team is sold. So, sucks to suck.
Landry Shamet in the starting lineup, Torrey Craig in the starting lineup with our, otherwise big three, Chris Paul, Bridges, and Ayton. They're about to jump it up. Suns in their PHX jerseys. That's why I'm wearing mine. Mine's the old school kind. I wish I had the new gradient.
Mouse is easy win, bro. We haven't had an easy win in forever.
Ain't easy. Malo, you better relax.
This team is sorry.
Why are we... I like this court, but why are we doing this court without the jerseys? That's weird.
They didn't change it.
I kind of like it, though. It's a nice combo. I can't complain.
We haven't worn the black jerseys very much this season, too, so maybe this will help us out.
Yeah.
Inside Adebayo, Ayton loses his dribble, kicks to your boy Bridges. Bridges like
Chris
CP3.
Paul,
CP3 for
that's good. I knew that shit was good the second it left his little fingies. All right? And Roy, before you ask if you're in here, yes, I played a parlay. All right? I'll get to that later. Harrow? No, that's Strus. I think these are some slick-ass jerseys from the Heat. Lowry for 3, no good.
Ooh, that would have been an unlucky rebound. CP3, he's going to get a pick from Ayton, kicks the Bridges.
McHale super fouled by Strus. Definitely fouled. Eric Spoelstra before the game said that he thinks that both the Heat and the Suns are treating this game as a must-win. Sorry, got distracted by the front row.
I thought you got distracted by Bridges limping to the free throw line.
Was he? Didn't even see it.
It was just like him. It was just like my thighs bruised type of limp. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
He did fall pretty hard. Bridges free throw, good.
What's going on, SD basketball?
We have a game on Sunday?
Caesar? I believe we do.
Well, depending on how late it is, I may not be there.
All right.
Because Monday is my first day back to work.
Bitter
Saturday.
Office, what's going on? I'll look right now and see what it is.
I'm looking right now, too.
Okay.
Sunday at 7 p.m., I might be able to make it later.
It's not too bad.
Later.
You're talking about 3 of their top 6 players from last year.
Yeah, both Cam's out. Campaign just got back, but he's out again with a foot injury.
Again?
Yep. Adebayo. Brick. Ugly. Might have been an air ball almost.
Wow, is this the first time that we've... Man, I'm going to be quiet. Anyway, Ayton pick on for CP3. CP3 the Bridges again. Bridges for 3.
Did that shot look like it was going to be good?
It did. It did.
It didn't to me. It looked like a weird release.
Lowry. Back to Adebayo. Whatever his name is.
Just call him Bam. Bam with the nice hook shot over Ayton. Good. Shama Lama Ding Dong gets it back from Ayton. Strokes the 3, but it's back iron brick. Guys, hit that like button for us. We got 40 watching. I think we got 15 likes. You know we're trying to hit that 25 like mark ASAP. Yes. Appreciate you guys. Pick and roll here with Ayton and CP3. CP3 to Ayton, the juicy little floater. You know, me and Romp have been disappointed in how little you've been playing 2K.
Sorry.
Just saying.
You know what happened? You played with that squad of 5, and I was just like, you know what? Gabe doesn't use me.
I just have some groups of 5 or 4 that invite me to play with them.
Gabe just says, you know what?
Because they like my game. They like my big man, you know?
Your big man's garbage.
Well, they like him.
Go back to being a point guard, beat.
I have one of them, too. I got one of them, too. Craig Dro. Oh my God, Ayton. That's a foul! Why does he get to do that? Why does he get away with that?
Boy, Craig, I like the hustle. Oh, didn't get the rebound.
If that was anybody in a different jersey, I don't know, dude. I mean, Ayton just got straight up ran into by Jimmy Butler going for a steal, and they're just like, nah, you're good, bro. You're good.
Get Craig over the rebound over Bam.
Come on, Mikhail, I need this. What are you?
Ball slipped out of his hands.
I need assists from Chris Paul. All right? Stop hoeing me, you hoes. Gambling Gabe is back. All right? And it ain't going to be pretty. It really isn't.
When he's being defended by a smaller guy, and then all of a sudden it clicks. Becomes more aggressive. We saw it in the Laker game against Pat Beverly.
I need Chris Paul to get these assists, man.
Against a smaller Chris Paul.
Blazers report in the house. What's going on? Said they got mollywopped. I thought it was closer than that. Did it end up being a bad score? I thought it was a close game for a while. Melissa, Booker, or CP3? We just got. Oh, you're saying overall? Not even a question, but no CP3 tonight.
Teams lose. Health is and availability is as big a factor as anything for both these teams.
Ooh.
Hey, toward Craig with the big hit. I
nice.
Like that.
Miami quickly into the front court.
Strus to Lowry, over to Buckets to the rack, kicks it out to Strus, wide open. I don't like this. I don't like that.
That's a tough pass. Great play by Jimmy Butler, getting into the seams and making a play for Strus.
Bridges gets it to Ayton. Back to Bridges. Guarded by Adebayo. They got the switch. They got Buckets on Ayton. Ayton catches it and quick. He's trying, dude. Monty said he's upset about not getting touches, and he tries to tell him, you've got to realize how much people are doubling you and just waiting behind you to come double and steal. And Ayton does lose those a lot. That was a nice job of quickly scoring before they could double him. Ayton with the rebound off the miss. CP3 gets it to Shams. Shams over to Mikhail, posting up Ayton. Doesn't get it. He seals out for Mikhail, who gets a wide open Craig in the corner. Slapperoo. Dipsy-doo, slapperoo.
All right, Craig.
Get to the seams, make the right play, on-point pass to Craig.
They said it was a 2.
It looked like a 3 to me. They're going to have to check that. Buckets to the rack, blocked by Craig. Good defense by Craig, but they're going to give him a superstar call.
He's an excellent competitor.
King Paw says, somebody tell me how the F Bridges take 6 shots to Ayton's 1.
Great question.
Monty, I made a video about it.
Very physical, and he's going to rebound the ball.
You got 48 watching. Hit that like button. We're almost at 25.
When I record videos, dude, the longest the video is like 15, 16 minutes. That video was like 26 minutes. I had to edit it down. I was just going off, bro. I was, I guess, really emotional about, not emotional, but heated about Monty and that loss, because it was dude, we were beating them the whole game. And I kept telling people, we are not playing good. They are just playing bad. And sure enough, they drew up a shot. Monty drew up a shot for Mikhail, and he was like 3 for 15. He was supposed to be our savior. Not Ayton. Chris Paul, step back midi, almost tipped in by Bridges.
Jeff, how tough are these last games of road trips?
Jackson Harwood, it's a very true point. It is definitely a part of the equation, for sure.
Oh my God.
In LA, they were beaten by both.
Here we go.
Beaten by both the city of LA.
Tied up 15 all.
They were there for
Mikhail.
It's hard to be in one spot.
Ayton, get out of the paint before you get a 3 seconds. Sham it to the corner, whip to Mikhail. Mikhail burns Strus, Euro steps, kicks it back to CP3.
Now he's in the paint. 3.
Was I not calling it? Dude's just staying.
You were calling it, but the problem was he got out and then he went to go get the ball. When the ball was in the corner, he was either expecting a pass or nothing. Mikal drove and he tried to get out, but he didn't. And then Mikal passed to CP3. So when you said it, I was watching what he was doing, and he did get out of the paint. And then when Mikal drove, whoever that was, I can't remember who it was, and they kicked it to the corner, he was set up and went to the horn. He was still set up. Mikal drove, and then by the time he kicked the CP3, that was 3 seconds on him. Like, he was just totally expecting the ball the whole time and didn't get it.
So you're an apologist. I'm just kidding. I think you're right. I'm just kidding.
No, because when you said it, I actually watched.
Give me your there's your baby girl. There's your baby girl. What are your overall thoughts on the game so far? Because I feel like this looks like it's going to be a entertaining game. It looks like they're good. They're looking good, and we're looking good.
Yes, in some aspects, yes.
We is subjective. Not all of we. Some of we.
Craig.
Some of we look good.
We is Torrey Craig and CP3. Bridges is 0 for 4, and Shaman's 0 for 1. Ayton's 2 of 2. So really, it's just 3 of them.
Yeah.
And
Monty called that time. I'm sure Monty called that time out to let them know not to give it to Ayton. Guys, come on. Remember the guard score. Yeah. Ayton, 2 for 2. What is this? Suns Valley says Bucks lost to the Hornets. Yeah, the Hornets put up 51 points in the first quarter against the Bucks. Jacob Frederick, what's going on? Says, you guys, GG's from Cavs, Suns. Thanks, man. It was a good game. And I guess I could be less hard on this team considering Booker's out. But, dude, I have higher expectations of this Bookerless team. I've seen them play so well. Remember when we beat the dog shit out of the Grizzlies? Not 5 games ago. That we didn't have Booker for that game. Where's that team? Where'd they go?
I don't know. That is a great question. I mean, that game, if I remember, was anchored by Landry Shamet dropping
31.
Like 30-something points, right?
Something like that. I get that. But, he just had 9 threes the other night, and we lost.
It's wild. By the way, speaking of threes, which has nothing to do with threes, we got 75 people watching the stream.
What does that have to do with threes?
Quarter. Well, what has to do with threes is that we are at 27 likes, and I would like to get to a good 30, maybe more.
Thank you, guys.
Threes, hit the like button, and let's get ourselves to 20 here. 30. We're already 20. My bad. I can't even math right.
That's dope, man. That's
we just
really
hit
good
30.
For this
Let's
part.
Get to 40. Let's go ahead and just keep hitting that like button, everybody.
Percent most games. Okay, let me look.
What up, Carter? How you doing?
What is good? All right, game's back. We got Booker standing around for probably out an extra 3 weeks still.
At the moment, Coach Monty Williams told me that he's only taking set shots, and it's driving him crazy that he can't get any basketball action in. Although his rehab,
it's driving him crazy.
Has included some pool work.
Yeah, I'm getting driven crazy. Exactly. Adebayo. Ooh, little Hakeem the Dream Shake.
That was a nice little dream shake.
That was executed perfectly. I know Bam had that in his game. I wonder if we'll see a move that clean again from him. 7-0 run.
What's good? How's everybody out here in the land of the rising sun? We are, I guess.
We're hanging in there.
But just like you said, what happened? He gets doubled as soon as the ball comes in.
They know.
Like 2K. It's like last year's 2K.
They know stealing it from him is easy. That is his weakness. To be fair to Monty. Shammy to the rack, gives it to Ayton. Ayton turnaround hook shot, no good shot.
Yeah, look at that, bro. They're like swiping him as soon as the ball's in there.
Yeah.
It's just sorry, bro. Sad. But no, that last pass that lobbed in, like, to be fair,
steal from McHale. Steal from McHale.
3 dudes was there immediately. Steal by McHale. McHale drives.
Land. Landry, get him. You can't get blocked by Strus.
No, that's not blocked. I'm sorry.
It's a foul. I mean, it's a block. I don't care. You can't get stopped. You can't let him stop you.
You got to catch this basketball.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but dude, watch this.
catch it and explode to the rim.
That's the weakest rise up I've ever seen.
I don't know. That, to be fair, that was over the back foul, but that's just me.
Struce got all ball.
Go ahead and take a jumper, baby.
Yuck! You're killing me, Ayton. Take him to the locker room, pull his pants down, and jab him in the ass with steroids. Now!
Oh, man, that's hilarious, bro. Hilarious.
Lowry to Deadman. They get it all the way around to my boy Gabe Vincent. Future Suns great Gabe Vincent. Corner three, no good. Championship DNA D Lee with the rebound. And they are on a 9-0 run. Chris Paul breaking anks. Kicking it down to Ayton. Ayton almost getting ripped. Turning around, fading away. Hitting this one.
Do him, Ayton. Yeah. Dude, I'm gonna be real. Ayton is complaining, but I think he's got a little right to complain. They are really out there just.
They go after him.
But he's not a superstar to get those calls and complain. That's the problem. You gotta earn those. Sorry.
A hook shot. Not hook shot. Bank shot missed by.
If you demand the respect, you get it. Ayton for three.
I love that he shot that three. I don't care that he missed. I love it. Nice dribble moves here by Jimmy Butts. Working on McHale. Kicks it out to Oladipo. Oladipo to the rack. Kicks it to Deadman.
Ooh, what a pass.
Deadman, no good. Rebound Ayton. Hand off to CP3. Let's get an assist for me, CP3. Do you mind? Pick and roll with CP3. He pulls that midi and hits. I'll take it. I will take anything from him.
Ayton doesn't get any calls, baby.
And that's, to me, the best offense. Get him in pick and roll action where you get a shot rather than Ayton shooting the three. He can get a better mid-range jump shot off the pick and roll of Paul.
Deadman.
Red Dead Redemption.
There we go.
Gabe Vincent in the corner. Good. Future Phoenix Sun. Gabe Vincent.
His toughness. Ability to score, stays ready when called upon, whether it's big minutes.
CP3 is guarded by Oladipo, gets a screen here from Ayton. Another screen from McHale, kicks it back to McHale. McHale drives on Oladipo, gets tangled up, gets the ball grabbed by Victor. One knee left, Oladipo.
They lead by 3, and Chris Paul has done this countless.
I really like that. Just the way Chris Paul is actually shooting the last several games. I mean, I don't like his percentage. I like that he is shooting, to be clear. What do you think, man? What do you think after that run?
It was nice, I guess.
What do you think of that chicken pot pie from KFC on screen?
Seems like a bathroom trip waiting to happen. That's what it looks. That's what it feels like. So,
go on.
Nothing. Your boy's been working out. Started working out this week.
Ayo.
Yeah, your boy's been working out.
I can see it. I can see it.
Sore.
I mean, I feel bad for that shirt because it ain't gonna last long. You flex one time, that shit's popping off.
Don't matter. Anyway, so your boy started working out this week. Started on Tuesday. And I'm sore, but your boy feels good.
It's probably a good sore. Good. It's an enjoyable sore.
It's a good sore, and your boy feels good mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. So we did some arms today. Did legs yesterday. So some those getting himself in shape. It's some beach body work. I don't even know what I'm doing. My buddy's doing it with me.
Beachbody is dope, dude. Just stick with it, man. Just do one what is it, like a 60 or a 90 or a 30 day thing?
I have no clue. I don't know. I'm just following his lead. But yeah. So like today it was see here. So you did 5 sets, 6 benches, 6 curls. You do those back to back to back to back, without any break, to get yourself tired, right?
Yeah.
So bench, 6, go over, do these curls, back down, bench.
Yeah.
Did that 5 times.
That's called Tabata.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Just to get your heart rate up.
yeah, so we did that. Heart rate was bumping. So
now, did you have any tunes in? What were you listening to?
No, not. I didn't have tunes in.
Nothing emo, no screamo.
No, but
what a waste.
But post tunes, you know, I would listen to some Haste Today, you know, a little Kanye West. Yes, Sundo still listens to Kanye West.
Sundo West.
Just because he's an idiot doesn't mean he didn't make great music when I was 14, 15, and 16. So, yeah, I listened to Late Registration. You know, I know it's gonna see. No one's gonna see you again.
No one's gonna see you again.
No one's gonna see you again. Look at you with that little big bag. Goddamn, fourth grader with that book bag.
Don't nobody want to see that.
No one will see that. You ain't doing nothing with your life. Nothing with your life.
Nothing with your life.
Oh man,
I would never listen to Kanye West. I'm a good boy.
Shut up. I love the skits. We broke, five broke. We ain't
got it. Got no money. Got no clothes.
Got no clothes. Can't get no hoe.
Ain't got no car. Can't get no hoes. We broke.
You brothers here today to start our own fraternity. Broke, five broke. We ain't got it. Broke, five broke. Oh man, it's so good.
I let those play whenever I'm at the gym, even though they don't help me work out. I just am sitting there laughing while benching. Oh shit.
And we missed a shot there. D. Washington hits a shot.
Hey, at least D. Washington in the game. Why? Because there's no campaign. I hope
we are sharing jeans.
I hope Washington goes off for 30 tonight, dude.
With the fro.
Yeah, he's been rocking the hair out. Yeah. Ron Plandale, almost. 22-19. 2:05 left in the first quarter. Struce kicks it down to who the hell is that guy? Bam working on Jock. Another dream shake, but he missed. Ish. No good.
Look at us rooting for Bam out of bio with the dream shakes.
It's just a nice move. It's a nice classic move.
It's just like good basketball.
I don't like that floater from Bam. I don't want a busy floater dropping.
Jock Landale's going to pick. No, he's not.
Just walks away like he heard you. All right, he switches it up, sets the screen on the other side. Dwayne the walk with the floater, and it's just a little bit cold. Step down, bitch!
Brady in the chat was good.
What up, Rip City?
A skilled big man that has the ability to handle and initiate offense. Also pick and roll.
Yes, sir.
We are sharing clothes. When I go outside, I got the
only clothing on.
How many cars do we own?
None.
How many cars do we own? Ooh,
none, sir.
Should we let
our girl go with the car? Yes, we will.
Why? Because we can't afford gas. Say it with me.
We can't afford no gas.
Oh, Kogi with the steal.
Oh, Kogi gets to play. Weird. I wonder why. Because his baby boy campaign isn't in.
Gabe, I called this meeting because there is an imposter among us.
What? I said there is an imposter among us?
Among us?
Inbound for Miami, under a minute to go.
He's been making beats on the side. Struce. White boy shooters strike again.
Eating good every day. I refuse to believe this, but I walked into the brothers Kanye's closet and I found new shoes. Anyway. Jock. D-Lee, stop dribbling, please. Ish, same thing. Why do we have dudes who can't handle the rock on this team in a system where they need to handle the rock? I ask you this seriously, Gabe.
I just don't know. Like, what was that? A freaking 3-man weave? Whoa. Did he hit that too? No, miss. All right, I think you're a little bit ahead of me. I'm going to try to refresh because it's on my end.
Dwayne, little fade hook. I like it. Fade floater or whatever. That was nice.
Thank you.
Got a launch. Oladipo gets it off.
For the love of... You know what?
Hey, you can't hate on that. You can't hate on that. Hey, you can't be like, ooh, I like Dream Shakes, and then like be mad at him hitting that game. That was pretty
I'm
crazy.
not mad. I'm fucking sad, bro. There's a difference. I'm sad.
And Okogie was in his face, dog. Oh my god.
I have seasonal effectiveness disorder. What's the A in sad? I've got sad disease. God dang, dude.
Man, that was wild. Well,
Just
I'm gonna
cannot catch
real.
a break.
I'm just gonna say right now, bro. Well, this game is if that's happening, we're losing this game. And it's
Probably.
Gosh.
I mean, I deem that as luck. I don't a guarded half court buzzer beater. I deem that as luck, and that upsets me. I mean, oh boy, there's no good way to endure something like that. Baby Malo says, we're winning. Calm down. The Heat are bums. Baby Malo, where are you getting your cocaine?
Do you not know that we are bums too?
Yeah, bro. Like, I love your confidence. I wish I could bottle it and spray it on myself like fucking cologne. But you do know we've lost 13 of 18. I repeat, not won 13 of 18 like we used to do last year. We've lost 13 of 18.
In 7th place in the West.
We're not that team right now. We could maybe be that team again, but...
I called you brothers here today because there is an imposter among us.
Was that Kanye talking though?
No.
When he's like, that doesn't even sound like Kanye.
That was Kanye. Yeah, that was Kanye. That was him being ridiculous.
Once again, people, I would never listen to Kanye for a second because I'm a good boy.
Sunday, you got Packers and Lions on Sunday. I want the Lions to win, so the Seahawks can win and go to the playoffs. But I also don't want to make the playoffs because we're not going to win a game in the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
What's up, Faith? What's going on? Jackson Harwood said, trade our whole bench for the 36ers. Hey, you remember that dude who lit us up from three, from like half court from the 36ers? He got let go by that team. They cut him. Tell me how that shit makes sense. I don't know where he is right now, but I wouldn't be upset if he was in a Suns jersey.
Such a great commercial. You know what I want after a hard day's run? Michelob.
Well, you know what's weird though is marathon runners really do drink beer after runs. They'll go do those
because they already burned all them calories.
They burnt all the calories, and then their body is like craving calories. I just, how alcohol dehydrates you. I can't imagine running and then drinking beer, dehydrating myself even worse.
Carter says, "Who do you think we should pick up for who? What are we talking about here? Who is we?"
Just as far, he's probably just saying as far as
Suns.
Trade deadline coming up.
I mean, crap.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you. Well, that would be nice. Game's back.
Well, we definitely had a good spirit and energy. Made some multiple efforts defensively, and it always looks a little bit better.
Carter, I don't even think we need to trade our bench out. The problem is we don't have people. We don't have our starters. Like now, our bench has to play more. Like just think about it. If you had Cam Johnson starting and Booker, then you'd have Craig replacing Cam, Shamet replacing Booker. You have Campaign replacing CP3. Now you can argue Campaign's a bum, but I mean you have that. So like, I don't think the problem is our bench as much as we just have a lot of injuries right now, and so it makes our bench look way terrible. So I don't think you need to make moves to completely swap out our bench. Just think about it. These dudes won't be playing later in the season.
D-Lee.
I like that D-Lee.
Our bench is getting used so much more than it should have to be used. We're starting bench players. We're starting 2 bench players. That's going to make your bench look worse.
Right.
When 2 of the better bench players are in the starting lineup.
Due to the reserve. Ish is getting solid minutes. Ish never gets solid minutes.
Agree.
And
Suns with a couple of stops.
I don't think Okogie or D. Lee were expected to be like solid rotational guys. You know what I mean? But that's what's happening. Dwayne Washington. So what I think the goal should be is you need to make trades to get just add more depth to your bench. You know, for when we get Cam Payne, Cam Johnson, and Book back.
Dwayne,
that's what I think.
Washington,
so get a
Kuzma,
or
ugly three.
Something like that. Really had
Gabe Vincent in the corner. Nope. Oladipo.
I don't like that.
I'm sure everybody heard the snap of the net on that swish.
Yeah, that's such a good sound, but not when it's not your team. Dwayne Washington, Okogie. Did
nice
pass to Jock and Jock.
Nice pass by Okogie.
Okay, Jock got fouled. Thank you.
Strus does a nice job seeing the weak side corner, and then Vincent created space.
Wow, that was a rare mistake by Okogie over rotating.
I mean, do you blame him? That nigga was wide open.
Yeah, but like 2 people ran there instead of just 1.
We have 41 likes. It's second quarter. We're almost at 50. 9 likes to 50. So if you were
guys,
just not joining us, hit the like button.
Yeah, if you're watching, chilling, we get it. Thank you. But if you forgot to hit that like, make it white. All right? I'm busy taking a trip to Benjamin City.
No.
And Tuesday on TNT. It's Oklahoma City at Miami, followed by Phoenix at Golden State.
What the hell just happened?
I have no clue.
Out of bounds, it'll be coming back the other way.
Chicago playing better, beat Philly tonight.
Oladipo gets it to Vincent, back to Oladipo. He's got Dwayne on him. Nice little pass to Bam. Bam looking, gets it to Vincent. Pulls up on Okogie. Goodness gracious.
Vincent out of UC Santa Barbara.
Ugh.
6 points of the ball game for him.
That's a tough shot, man. No, not on us. No. Bam, 3 in the key. Bam, 3 in the key. Vincent is really nice, bro.
Brady says, what's it like to play on national TV? It's awful because we suck. I'm kidding.
Right?
But we aren't looking super good. We are almost a 500 squad. This is crazy.
Oh, I do believe we're going to go under 500, dude. I do.
It happens like that sometimes.
Don't you think? Or we're just days away from being under 500.
I don't know. Depends on how soon we get Johnson back.
Shit. He will come back, and mark my words, he will score 10 points in his first 3 games, dude. He does not score when he first comes back from injury. Oh, brick by Dwayne. The walk.
Saying 2 guys from the Sacramento Kings.
Gosh, bro.
They both deserve to be. I don't know if they're going to get 2 guys, though.
I can't believe that Booker re-aggravation set us back another month.
It's almost a fireable offense, you know, on its own. Vincent for 3. Thank God. Big Daddy Ish running the point. Big Daddy Ish gets it to Dwayne. Can we get CP3 back in the game? I'd really appreciate it, Monty. Dwayne.
Ooh, it is good.
Ooh. And I don't want him coming in for Dwayne. I just want him to come in for my parlay, you know. I need Shammy in there, too. Wowzer! Shout out to Bam for being man enough to draw that foul, because that was a train wreck.
Like you said, a lot of familiar names in the front court and in the back court. LeBron and Jokic.
And if you look at the front,
look at all this all-star voting.
Yeah.
Popularity contest. Davis, bum. Shouldn't even be in there because that nigga's been hurt half the season. Like,
yeah, Lakers, all them, you know, Lakers had
an all-star. Tell me why Klay Thompson's an all-star.
Here's the thing.
Tell me why.
I can tell you why. First of all, he is playing outstanding again. He's not washed anymore. He's back. He's back. I promise you, I swear to God, I own him in fantasy, so I know. He back. But the other thing is, Steph Curry owns the Asian market. They love him. Asia's one of the biggest, you know, continents, if not. Like, that market is insane. They go hard for the Warriors because they go hard for Curry. Also, the Lakers have the Asia market because Kobe was beloved in all of Asia. And so they are Lakers fans and Warriors fans. And so they vote in droves for Curry. They vote for any Warrior. The Zaza Pachulia or Cheap Shot.
Issue with the drive and lay it.
You know, he was an all-star one year. That's how that works.
Just joining us, Phoenix once again without Devin Booker.
Yeah, that was a nice little lay-in by Ish. Gabe Vincent, pump fake, step back three. Nope, kicks it.
Good rotations, good rotations, good rotations.
Brick.
And D-Lee didn't box out. D-Lee with the steal. You
Nice
made up for it, my guy.
steal.
Shamit gets a pick from Landale. Shamit kicks to Ish. Give it to Jock.
Nah, give it back to Sham. I'd rather have Shammy or Dwayne.
Dribble. Sees in the paint. Euro floater.
That was filthy. That was filthy. Can I say that? Of course, he can't even sniff Booker's jock strap, but that was a Booker move.
Hard ball.
That was a Booker move.
I've been there before as a player open, and the guy goes, "I saw you, baby." Well, you saw me. Give me the rock.
Shamit.
Better make the shot.
Cap Jr. says, even if we're only talking about the United States, the Lakers still have the biggest fan base. That's a good point, too. Good point. Because all them front runners in this country.
Hey.
What was that?
I don't know. Fan base like the Dallas Cowboys have the biggest fan base in the NFL.
Bam. Dog walks Jock in the paint. I'm ready for busy.
That 15 seconds showed you the versatility of Bam. His ability on the defense.
I'm ready for busy.
Block or alter shots, and then pushing the ball in transition. Grown man strength. Eliminating the contest.
That's a little bit of a chicken wing, don't you think? I don't know if you saw the replay, but in my opinion, that was a chicken wing that Bam got away with. And I guarantee you...
Yo, this movie, you gonna watch this movie?
I haven't seen anything of it. Let me watch.
Old are you?
Are you not
Tom
watching
Hanks.
commercial?
I'm watching it.
The white trucks don't do this. How come it's always you brown guys? And I don't mean that racially. It's lesson time.
I like this part.
Clutch in and brake. Brake. The car is stopped.
I almost hit the car.
It's all right. It's a hybrid.
Yeah, I really
A man called Otto.
Otto.
Maybe. I'll give it a try.
I'm real interested in that one. You know it's winning an Oscar. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
It just is.
Yeah.
Other part, she's like, I almost hit that car. He goes, don't worry, it's a hybrid. Like, it's not a car, it's a hybrid. Like, it's wild.
So Eric Linares says Bam fouled. Agree. I just feel like if Jock had put his white elbow into Bam's chest, it would have been a foul. Is that fair, Sundo?
I guess.
You know, I really hate your T-shirts that don't have rips in the armpit.
We really trying to step our games up here.
Yeah, that's true. Our armpits are covered tonight.
Being official. Maybe it's because Iverson's not here. Not Iverson, Burner. Maybe because Burner isn't here.
Yeah,
I don't have anything for him.
That's true. Colby is my dad. 420. What's going on? Says clips are coming back. Scott, what up? Says Gabe, what is your parlay? Well, let me pull that up.
Here we go, Gabe parlay.
So, I need 2 turnovers created by Mikhail. So a block and a steal, or a steal and a steal, or a block and a block. He's got 1 out of 2. Oh Lord, here we go. I need 19.5, so 20 combined points, rebounds, and assists from Shammy. This thing is saying he has 2 points right now. So FML, DA. I need a double from DA.
You ain't getting that either.
What's he at?
I don't know, but at this rate, you ain't gonna get it. So
he could have a big second half. I lied. I need 11 rebounds from Bam.
Ayton in big second halves. Come on,
That's
bro.
true.
Get real.
I need Bam to get 11 rebounds. He's at 6, and I need Chris Paul to get 10 assists. He's at 1. But it's just a $10 parlay to win 200. So if I don't win, I'm cool. I'm not gonna be tripping. Landry Shamet bringing it up. Chris Paul is off ball, looking to get it from Landry any day now. Does. Hands it back to Shammy, who's not ready for it. Loses it.
Man.
Is this a take foul?
Definitely
Never
is.
over until those West Coast precincts report, Jeff. Just remember that. And you got Wolf Blitzer on the board.
It's wild.
And is this foul a take foul? A clear path foul? I don't know.
Okay. Is it just me?
Take a look at it. We're going to take a look at the monitor.
Clear path.
Check to see if it's
Is it just me, or does you'll have to take a look at him?
Oladipo showed some good activity. That one kind of came to him.
That was.
What's his name? Red Dead Redemption. Deadman. He looks like a bald Tyrone Biggums to me.
We see Randy Ewing over there working for the NBA. To get us answers.
The legend, Randy Ewing. I couldn't grow it with you. You got your
Yeah, I don't even know what this play should be called, to be honest.
All right, real quick.
Cindy didn't tell me the same thing.
Because we're on the subject of,
it was okay
we've been talking
back
about
then.
Kanye West all day.
Oh,
so far.
yes.
Hold on. Clear path foul, 2 free throws. Great. Wonderful. Anyway, what is your favorite Kanye West album?
So it's clear path. But I still would like an answer. What trumps
Takes
what?
me back.
It's like a poker hand.
Reminds when he was in his heyday, when he was number 1, I was a personal trainer, and my second job was I worked at the Gap. And it was so crazy that he was like mentioning Gap and then ended up like working with Gap. Yes, I worked at Gap in high school for like one Christmas.
Don't get right? Sonic for like 2 months.
Did anybody tip you? What was the tip ratio?
Not very good.
Graduation, college, everything before Heartbreak and 808s. I think everything before that was God mode.
What song was that, Melissa? It was the song we talked about working at the Gap, Spaceship.
Yeah, Spaceship.
Such a good song. Anyway, Vincent, to your boy.
ESPHX, I was not a cashier. I don't think anyone would trust me with that kind of math. Your boy folded clothes, welcomed people to the store, and said, "Do you need help with anything?" That was it. Ayton, please. No good.
My favorite Kanye West album. My favorite. College Dropout.
It's goated.
I think the best put together and best produced is probably Graduation. My favorite, Journey album is probably Late Registration.
Late Orchestration. I want to hear that album.
No, there is one. It's when he went to London and did the song with the orchestra in London. It was pretty dope.
There's an album called Late Orchestration.
Yeah, and it was like 2005-ish. He went to London. To the King Albert Theater or whatever that.
Yeah.
Albert Royal Hall, and did the album with an orchestra, and it's dope.
Craig misses in the corner off of a would-be assist from Mikhail. Mikhail gets it back. Mikhail to the rack. Mikhail throws it up at the rim as he gets fouled by thick boy Lowry, who looks extra thick in these white jerseys, don't you think?
Guys we've talked about. Guys who play and guys.
Yeah, look it up. Late Orchestration. It's a real thing.
Mikal Bridges has the longest streak in the NBA right now. I think it's over 400 consecutive.
I've got both of those on my phone. You know, there was a time even just last year where I listened to both of them like crazy while I was playing Ark. Imagine that combo. Cruising around, looking for dinos and listening to Kanye pre-racist. You know? Pre-cancellation. Pre-Hitler lover. Before he was a lover of the bad guy from WW2. You know?
I can't believe you've never seen this. I'm gonna send this. It's a video on you. I'm gonna send you a YouTube link.
I've probably seen it, but I just don't remember.
Maybe.
I don't care if you take 20 games off. If you go through the playoffs, you're going to have some bumps and bruises.
Yeah, Jackson says DA spends time doing handstands and then spends time doing handstands than he does actually practicing basketball. So, did you see that stuff, that tweet and everything?
No.
Detailing his pregame ritual, which I've seen before, but this dude's like basically showing that he comes out, he dances, he does his little warm-up, and then he does like 15 to 20 granny shots from half court. Have you seen that? And then he does handstands. That's his warm-up. I swear to God, I wouldn't, if I was the coach, I would not allow that shit. I'd be like, DA, let's take every game, 82 games of the season, okay? 82 games in a season, you're taking 20 granny shots before the game. That equates out to how many shots total in 82 games? 20 times 82. Anybody want to do that for me? In the comments, 82 times 20. That's how many shots from three you could have really been taking to warm yourself up to start shooting threes for this team. That's how many middies you could have taken in the exact same amount of time. Why are you doing handstands and full court grannies? Are you ever going to shoot from half court? No. Are you ever going to do a granny from half court? I'd want you removed from the state of Phoenix if you ever did one of those in a real game. So why are you practicing 82 times 20 amount of granny shots, not to mention how many handstands you're doing? It's childish. And it's churlish. Am I wrong?
Can't disagree.
He might have. I'd rather he go to the locker room and play a quick fucking game of 2K than do granny shots from half court. At least that would get his mind a little bit more mentally into running fives. Granny shots from half fucking court? Bro, whoever commented that, I bet you didn't think you were going to get that much anger out of me. I've been thinking about that. I've been meaning to bring that up. I'll show you the video. Dude takes, that's his warm-up. You know? I don't like that. And I've been giving Monty so much shit, and I've been taking Ayton's back about everything. So you know I'm being honest when I say that shit. I'm not piling on Ayton. I just don't like it.
I'm usually one to be like, hey man, you know, it's whatever, players need to relax, blah blah blah.
Midi Ayton.
But you're not wrong, bro. Like, what does that speak to? Like, I know you're playing around, and maybe you shoot a lot during practice, maybe not, but it's not a good look. I'll just say that.
Go NBA said Gabe gonna say this, and then he's gonna hit a granny shot game winner.
That'd be so funny, bro.
I would clown myself for so long if that happened. But they hit him at half court, and just because of muscle memory, he just immediately goes into a granny. Wide open Gabe Vincent in the corner. Thank God he missed. I don't know how he did. Why is Chris Paul already out of the game?
I mean, this quarter has blown by. It's 4 minutes left. Okay,
Dwayne the Walk hits the midi. 40-44. Oladipo taking a screen from Tyrone Biggums. Lowry, fat boy three, no good. Rebound saved by Craig. Gets it up to Shama Lama Ding Dong, who's got no points for your boy. Handoff from Ayton to Shams. Ayton's got Lowry in the paint. Got that. Give it to him. Gets it. 1v1, whips it to McHale. You have the 1v1 for once. Why? Why? Okay, Craig puts it back,
Right,
but
Craig.
I just want Ayton to ISO in that situation. You got Fat Boy Lowry guarding you? You're not going to back him down?
I don't think he was where he wanted to. He didn't get the ball where he wanted to, and Craig missed it.
Craig with 8 points, 3 rebounds, and right where he needed to be on that play. We're going to take a short break. Be back after this.
Kale Bridges
All right.
just doesn't look good.
No. 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 And it's gotten to the point where I feel like I can say that he consistently has been worse than he is. Like, not worse. He's consistently on the low end of his offensive performance more consistently than he is the good McHale, right? Don't we get more, doesn't it feel like we get more bad McHale offense than we get the good McHale offense?
Yes.
Maybe it's a 40-60, maybe it's a 55-45. I just feel like I can confidently say that I feel like I see the bad McHale offense more than I see the good McHale offense, which is not good. That ain't what you want, you know? What do you guys think about that in the chat? Am I wrong, or do you guys think we get good McHale more often? Jose O says, has Lowry flopped this game? I don't know. Haven't been paying too much attention, honestly. I'm trying to avoid paying attention to this game, if I'm being honest, because I'm in so much torment from the Suns. Feels like we're about to go 13 out of 19. Ugh.
What does I hear about your boy Ja Morant getting sued?
Really? I didn't hear about that. But while we have this commercial and they're showing Trey, I've been wanting to ask you, hypothetically, not that it's going to happen, but Trey Young and the Hawks are not working out. Would you do a Chris Paul, Crowder, everything that it takes to get Trey swap?
Maybe.
Would you like Trey Young next to Booker, or do you think that's not going to work?
No, I would. I don't know, bro. Both them dudes be hogging the ball.
Trey is such a good passer. He's like insane at alley-oops. His alley-oops are like next level.
But he also shoots just as much as Booker.
Remember we did this with Luka? I don't know. Do we want two good guards?
So what I would say is, if you're gonna do that, you need to facilitate. Like, if you were, I'm not saying we're going to, because I agree. Not having Booker and Trey on the same team, I don't think would mix. It'd be like having Harden and Westbrook on the same team, which we saw that happen one time. But I think if we were to do that, I think send Paul and Ayton together and get us Trey and my guy.
Albert says Luka and Book wouldn't work. I personally disagree, but that's okay. That's neither here nor there. Let me ask you this. Anyone.
I don't think Brunson didn't work. I don't think they wanted to pay Brunson.
Brunson just wanted to go to New York because they tampered with him. You know?
Like, I don't think that's what they did. I think Luka and Book would work.
Even if you think Luka and Book wouldn't work, would you not trade Luka straight up for Ayton? They would never do that. They would never, ever do that. Yeah, that was a nice block. Jose, okay, you agree, but would you trade and see how it worked?
What does that mean? Everywhere.
Lowry gets it into Butts. Jimmy Butts got Shammy on him. Driving, spinning, fading, pumping, fading.
That was an ugly shot.
Broke. Ayton with the rebound.
Your father, that's right. I knew this backstory. Didn't have a choice.
Dwayne the walk gets it to Craig. Back to Dwayne. Screen from Ayton. Midi. Brick. Damn it.
Did your parents ever ask you about your feelings? How you felt?
Lowry to Jimmy Butler. Screen from Bam on Bridges. Takes it. It's got Bridges on. Another screen from Bam. A strong screen. Kicks it out to Strus. Strus to Lowry. Seasoning sauce. Adebayo. Step back. Brick. Craig with the rebound.
Him tonight. He's 5 of 8. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the
Craig
first half. Craig
whips it to Mikhail. Mikhail. Why does Mikhail keep doing that?
And that's the third hard fall.
Is this Mikhail Bridges or Zion Williamson?
Jimmy Butler going to be called for the foul that time. And
The fuck is Chris Paul doing on the bench in his warm-ups? That's like Mikhail's go-to move. Run to the rim as fast as you can. So fast that you fall to the floor and then huck it at the bottom of the rim. What kind of fucking offense is this from this guy, dude? Where did it go?
Towards the end of the game, you can go back to him.
How do you lose your... How do you, like, misplace your bag and have no bag anymore?
Exceptionally well. They've played better.
Man, remember whenever this offseason, whenever I was like, I don't know about trading Bridges for KD. Well, I'll take that shit back.
A whoopsie poopsie, right? I mean, me too. I was questioning it like crazy, but I did say on multiple occasions, you have to, because it's Kevin Durant. But I knew how painful that would feel. But bam, little shorty mid-range, good. 46-44.
Whoopsie poops. Man. Dwayne the Walk. He's going to get a pick from Ayton. Gives it to Ayton. Go ahead and put that jumper up. Nope. Hands off the Bridges. Bridges doing his patented Zion Williamson impersonation and gets stripped.
I think he just knows how cold he is shooting, and he's like, I need to just go to the rim. That's the only way I can help the team. But even that ain't working.
I like the way that Bridges catches the ball on the move. Makes it so much harder to defend. Got a running stop.
And he doesn't have like
damn, Carter. He must have got a grip of stuff. Ayton, nice pass from Dwayne the Walk. Gets it to Craig, daddy. Craig. Hikes it like a football. Stolen. I kid you not. He hiked it like a long snapper. Steal off of a bad dribble by Oladipo. Bridges back to Shambles. No, that's Dwayne the Walk. Airball!
Well, he worked that follow through, but a little bit too much. Got a little tap from his coach.
Look at that wrist, that wrist!
A little confidence.
I would have dapped him too, but in my mind,
you know?
Hey, you know Monty tells everybody, right? Everything you want is on the other side of hard.
Oladipo trying to get it into Jimmy Butts.
Oh, another defensive three.
Jeff, you might have been right after all. You might have been right
Oh
after
my
all.
gosh, bro.
D3.
People watching the game. Hit the like button, please.
Yeah, guys, it's we probably hit 50, right? I would think we've hit 50 likes. So 60. Thank you guys. Thank you for the likes. Our third quarter goal is always 75. It would be super dope if we could hit that by halftime, or I mean, I'll be honest, man. We get it before the third, I'm gonna be happy. All through halftime, I don't care. Just hit that like button if you haven't, and if you haven't subscribed,
to my grandkids and say it was all net.
like, what are you doing? You know, what are you doing? Jimmy Butts with the ball, taking Craig off dribble, hop step, kicks out to Lowry.
You was the assistant coach and you said
Another foul on the Suns. The fact that we're playing, in my opinion, so poorly and we're only down 3, I like that for us. This is what the Cavs were doing to us. Playing like shit, but keeping it you know. Jimmy hits that first free throw.
In my experience, we have been finding entertaining ways to lose games this season, so let's see what keeps happening. Let's see if it keeps happening.
What's going on? I'm Milk. Says, what team do we think is going to win? I'm starting to think that the Suns can pull this win. I believe. All right? I think I believe, Sundo. And I was feeling nervous all day at work. I was thinking this was going to be an L stream. Alley-oop! Ayton can't get it. What the fuck? I oughta. Say word? All that for a brick?
That's his 7th rebound, Lowry.
All that for a drop of nut? Jesus. Butler scores on the other end. Did I say I thought this was going to be... Yeah, it is that time, isn't it? My God. Oh, Lord. I don't know if I can get my thing to stay on like this, but it's Star Wars, or Star Trek time.
Star Trek time.
All right.
They hit a butt. They hit a bucket.
Oh, Shammy getting... Fucking, what is this? Craig, that dog. Craig is a dog.
All right, there we go.
All right. Mikhail, what are you cheering about? You didn't do shit.
Back on.
Right where he had to be again.
Great energy, great effort, great pursuit. Crashing the offensive boards, doesn't get.
Craig is just going wild with them rebounds, bro.
Brings it down. That's a big time effort.
Faith wants to know what Underdog Fantasy is. She asked me, but I don't think I can explain it as good as you can. What is Underdog Fantasy?
Man, I'll tell you what. Do you like daily fantasy?
I love it.
Do you like doing parlays, aka pick'ems?
I would hope they do. I would hope they do. Do you guys like winning money hand over fucking fist?
Well,
you
I
know?
have the app for you. Underdog Fantasy, your number one stop for daily fantasy and pick'em parlays.
Hell, I'm playing right now. You know?
Yes, Gabe is playing right now. All you got to do, download the app, enter promo code Suns Valley. That's right, Suns Valley. I'll say it again, Suns Valley. Now, match your deposit up to $100, $10 minimum. So you put in 10, you get 20. You put in 20, you get 40. You get my gist. Underdog Fantasy.
Bro.
Suns Valley.
Me parlay is gonna be busted, bro.
Your parlay is done. Stop
Chris
parlaying.
Paul has this. I thought I was, but it's just like I can't resist. I mean, the fantasy. I win with the fantasy consistently. I gotta just stick with the fantasy, bro. I just won my last fantasy draft.
I'm consistently winning in fantasy, but you know what I want to do? I want to kick myself in the dick.
But it's like, okay, here's the thing. I only have the balls to do $25 at a time for the fantasy drafts, right? And you can only win like 67 when you put in 25. It's like a three-team, like a three-man game. It's like, that's fun, but I've been getting sick of winning just 67. I'm trying to put down $10 and win $200. And I just... Man up. And then Chris Paul wants to come out and get one assist in the first half and then sit all of the second quarter. Like, is he hurt? We might need to check on Twitter to see if Chris Paul's hurt. You know, Landry Shamet wants to go ballistic, score like 31, 15, and 31. I go, oh, yeah, he'll get 20 with rebounds and assists. It ends up with 3 total. Get out of here, man. He's killing me. He's fucking killing me. That could be underreported. I might need to refresh it, but... Oh, man. What do you guys think in the chat? Is this a dub or an L on deck for the Suns? We're going to win this game. We're going to lose this game. Because right now, I'm getting mixed signals, but I think the Suns have it in them tonight. Now, that's good advice. Scott says stick with 2 and 3 part parlays. That's actually probably really good advice. It's just the last time I did that, I also lost. So I was just like, well, no. I don't think I've done that in a while, to be honest. I always get baited into playing 4 or 5.
You weren't a Dragon Ball Z person, were you?
No. I don't understand Dragon Ball Z.
What do you mean you don't understand Dragon Ball Z? It's not hard to understand. Dude's really strong. People who are even stronger come to the planet. They try to destroy the planet. Dude beats the shit out of them. They leave. It's that simple. It's just a long convoluted of ways to get
your
there.
Life story.
Shut basically. Up. Yes, exactly. My life story.
Well, yeah, I'd watch that.
But anyway, any Dragon Ball Z fans in the chat, got a question for you because this just got pitched to me in my Black Anime Nerds Facebook group. Yes, Black Anime Nerds, the thing.
That's probably a gigantic group, to be honest.
It's huge.
Bet you there's like 2 billion people in it.
And it's a lot of people debating over stuff, and it's annoying. But it says here, who was the most iconic main villain of Dragon Ball Z? Frieza, Cell, or Majin Buu?
It's got to be Frieza because that's the only one I know.
Well, that's
so
what
if
I'm
it's
saying.
reached
That's
me,
exactly. If that's what I said, I go iconic. Definitely Frieza, because everybody who doesn't know anything knows Frieza. My favorite, Cell. Easily, Cell was my favorite.
Hey, speaking of Frieza, Landry Shamet is Frieza'd, and so is Bridges. Bridges giving you that juicy 0-5 again, bro.
Oh my gosh, bro.
And and the reports were that James Jones was saying, no, we're not giving up Mikhail for KD. Oh my God, bro. We all look bad. All of us look bad because no Suns fan.
I'll admit, we look bad.
I don't think there was one Suns fan that wanted to give up Mikhail in that trade.
It wasn't a Suns fan.
What do you mean?
If I recall.
No. I'm saying not the kid, a Suns fan. I'm saying I don't think any Suns fans, period, desired to give up Mikhail, but I bet you a bunch now desire to give up Mikhail for KD.
Oh yeah, a bunch now. What I'm saying is, I remember when that happened, and we had debates, and nobody that we knew said get rid of him, but there were plenty of people who were like, "Yo, you get rid of him."
To quote myself, I believe verbatim, I said, and I didn't come up with this. I heard it and stole it from someone and passed it along as if I had made it up. But I definitely said this. I definitely copied someone. Go ahead. When I said that you draft Mikhail Bridges at, what was it, like number 13 overall or wherever we got him. You draft someone at that spot and you pray to God that he ends up good enough to trade for Kevin Durant. And you never get it. And so if we would have been in a position where they would have accepted Mikhail Bridges and a whole big old package pause for Kevin Durant, and if there's a potential that they turn that away, we all, we you know what I'm saying? Let's go to the chat. All right. Logan said you guys screwed up when you drafted Ayton over Mikhail. That wasn't the first screw up, but that's probably the very biggest screw up that we had. No doubt about that. Kaya said, I wanted to leave Mikhail for KD 100% even then. All right, that's fair. Maybe some people did. What's going on, Intrepid? Jackson Harwood said, I wasn't giving up Mikhail, Cam Johnson, Jay, and DA, though. Dwayne and Ish have limited days, says Baby Malo. Do you really think so? You think... What do you mean? I would hope that at least Dwayne is going to stick around. I need Dwayne on this team. I need Dwayne. I need Monty to sober up just long enough to realize that Dwayne is better than Campaign. So I hope he sticks around. Because I am loving Dwayne. Dwayne's the best scorer at the guard position that we've had coming off the bench since... That could be blasphemous. He's not as good as Leandro Barbosa, but like as far as trust level for a guard to come off the bench and start scoring, there's not many I can think of from the Suns, except for like Gerald Green and stuff. But I'm talking point guards. Hold on, my dog Quinlan is crying. Shh. All right, we'll see if that shush worked. I highly doubt it. Hey, maybe we get lucky and the game's coming back on soon. Michelob Ultra commercial. Eric Linares says, was the Booker pick the only draft we got right? No, it was definitely not the only draft we got right. Yeah, I guess also Jay's World SC said Brandon Knight and Dragic. Yeah, but like I consider Dragic a starter. You know what I'm saying? I don't even think about Dragic like a backup anymore. Was Booker the right pick with the only right pick that we took. No, we've taken some good draft picks. Like Cam Johnson, I think, was the right player to pick at that spot. I really like the TJ Warren pick. I was one of the biggest TJ Warren fans. His injuries have made it so that it's like, okay, that we got rid of him. I'm okay with it now. I'm like, I can live with it because he's so often injured. I can understand. But at the time, I was really pissed off because TJ Warren was just an unbelievable bucket getter who never had a three-pointer, but he couldn't be stopped inside the paint. And then his final season with us, he went and shot like 44% from three. It was lighting it up from three. And we're talking, he was taking like 3 to 6 threes per game, and he was shooting at 44%. And so I just couldn't believe that we were willing to let him go. But, you know, the injuries were what they were and whatnot. Caesar says, imagine we still had Bledsoe. F Bledsoe. I hate that dude. I'm so glad he's washed up now and playing in China. Intrepid says, we will resign Jock and Dealey and Okogie and Washington. Oh, we better resign all of them. I want all of them. I can't believe we live in a world where I want the Suns to retain D. Lee. You know, that just goes to show, players can change the story around them when they get on the right team. They just need to be on the right team. And D-Lee is on the right team. But he was averaging like 10 points a game for the Warriors. How you get 10 points a game with the Warriors scoring the way they do and everyone, there only being one ball on the team, that's impressive in its own right. They're showing Dwayne and Ayton little pick and rolls right now. 46-51. Miami's still winning. I just don't know if the Suns are going to pull it out, but I think that they're in a good spot. Suns fans said Elie Okobo. Nah, he was gonna be. We thought he was gonna be good, but he couldn't do it in the NBA. Yeah, Suns fan. I literally just shushed him one time, and he didn't. He's not listening. I don't know if you guys can still hear him crying. I have 7 dogs in the other room. And I know which one that is. That's Quinlan. That's my grandson. Should I bring him on stream? I'm gonna go get the barking one, all right? Give me there you are, son. I'm gonna go get my barking dog.
Man, nobody want to see that dog.
I just need to calm him down, all right?
No one want to see that dog.
He's a little wiener dog. All right, let me go get my wiener. I'll bring him right back.
Oh my goodness, y'all. So let's see here. What's the chat saying? If we drafted Luka, we could have gone for a couple of championships, possibly, but maybe not. Because one thing I've learned so far, coaching does matter in the NBA, even though we think it doesn't. It really does. Funny how things turn out, ain't it? Yep. Our future KD, bro. What happened to Okogie? Is he still doing good or not? He's doing not good this game. Not in this game. What up, Jays? How you doing? Suns fan says Monty hates him. Who? KD? Prediction: Suns wins 117 to 115. It's very possible, but we will see. You'll see. I don't know, guys. This game and this team just feels weird right now, man. And I just don't know how to feel about it. I think there's a lot of factors into why this season isn't going as planned, and I think a lot of it is controllable, and I think a lot of it's not. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that we're kind of I think James Jones is kind of strapped by moves he can make because of, the stipulations that are there until this sale happens. And then also, I think injuries are making this team not so good this time. So it's just like a perfect storm of a lot of stuff. How's the puppy? The puppy's growing. He's like 22 pounds now. Still cute. Still cute. If we had Katie, we'd be first. That's true if we did, but the truth is, well, fact of the matter is we don't. Because whatever your theories are, I feel like my theory is somewhat correct because of the article that came out recently from Winhorse saying that we can't do a lot because we're waiting on this sale. So hopefully this sale goes through before the deadline so Ishiba can approve the moves that need to be met. Now, hopefully, if that is the case, hopefully James Jones and Monty have done their homework and can give him an immediate package. Like, this is what we plan on doing. This is what it looks like. Here's an immediate, this is what it looks like. Can you approve these or not? And if they do that, then they did their homework and they're in good shape. But if it's one of those deals where they're just waiting and seeing, I feel like they're doing this team in the franchise a disservice. That's just me. But who knows? We'll see. Anyway, third quarter getting ready to kick off. Speaking of coaches, see that guy? You see that guy on ESPN right there doing the being the analyst? I saw him said something else that was terrible. Tongue twister. That's being the analyst right now. Mark Jackson. I don't think he'd be a bad coach. I don't think he wants to be a coach, though. Not anymore. Not for what happened with the Warriors. I think he is perfectly fine going back to being an analyst. Lowry driving. He's looking. Kicks to Butler. I believe Butler stepped out, but they're not going to call that. Butler back to Lowry. Lowry for three. Good. Way to start the quarter off, man. Shamet inbounds to Lee, so no CP3 to start out the quarter. Gabe might be right. What's the CP3? He hasn't came back in, so that's interesting. Shamet drives, floater, no good. Rebound. Butler, he kicks to Strus. Strus wild pass back to Butler, but Butler gets it back. Lowry, pump fake, he drives. Jumper at the elbow, good and one. What a great way to start the game. Or what a great way to start the half, bro. So, already, no CP3. So, anybody in the chat know what's going on with him, let me know, because I was too busy dealing with issues in my house to know what happened at halftime. Lowry hits. 11-point game, just like that. Shamet kicks to Ayton, top of the key. He drives, doesn't drive. Kicks to Bridges. He gets a pick. Bridges, free throw line, kicks to Ayton. Ayton, turn around, hook. Rolls around, no good. Butler with the rebound. Butler, he's going to get a pick. He has Shamet on him now. He drives. He's in the paint. Kicks to Strus. Strus for three. In and out, thank God. Rebound, D. Lee kicks to Shamet. Shamet bringing the ball up. He's on the horn. Tries to do a step back, slips. He's going to get a pick from Ayton. He takes it. He kicks to Ayton. Ayton spin off the board. Good.
That's a nice move.
Lay-in. Nice move.
It's a really nice move.
9-point game. CP3 not back in. Nosebleed, apparently, is what Eric says.
I'll take a nosebleed, bro. I'd be happy if it was just a nosebleed situation. Oh, Strus, the whitest man in the NBA, just broke D. Lee's ankles. That was crazy. D. Lee with the Euro.
Bridges misfiring.
Oh, Bridges is 0 for 6, 0 for 7 now.
Is it going to be Ayton? As Lowry
Bridges is like, I got a new name for Bridges. Sub-Zero.
Hold on.
Jonesy, we have an update on Chris. Jonesy, we have an update
They're
on
saying
Chris
it, yeah.
Paul. Right hip soreness will not return.
Right hip soreness. That's awesome. I'm so happy. Yay! More injuries. But you know what's crazy, bro?
What?
This is the first time in Chris Paul's career that he's had all season. He's got a negative plus minus. The Suns are literally statistically worse when he's on the court. I don't like that. I don't like believing it, but it is true. So if Payne can come back, maybe Dwayne and Payne is actually better. Dwayne and Champagne would be maybe statistically better for the Suns right now. I don't know.
Maybe we'll see. We need Kuzma, that homie says, bro. We need something.
Absolutely need Kuzma.
But we don't need a whole lot to freaking kill our depth whenever we do get our dudes back. But CP3 getting hurt, it's a bummer. Butler steal.
That's a nice take by Butts.
Timeout. Monty.
And we're down. All right, just like that. 61-48, and the Suns are losing. I told you, bro, we're going to be sub 500 real
Intrepid,
soon.
you make a great point, bro. But LeBron James, at this point, I've just decided, like, God made one of those. That's one of a kind, a person. Like, it just not everybody's going to be that guy. And it's evident. Like, LeBron James dropping 43 on his birthday is completely, like, he's made one of those. CP3
just had 25 in his last game. Like, it's not like he's fucking dead.
That man can only give you so much.
He just got hurt again.
I know, but CP3 can only give you so much like that. Like, he's going to give us one of those like once a month.
No, I think he can give us that more than once a month. I really do. He's just got to be healthy to give it to us more than once a month. You know? But, yeah, he's going to have a lot more time for these State Farm commercials, I'll tell you that.
That's a hilarious commercial. Mark Cooper says we can't afford to wait a month or two for the new owner because the team is hitting rock bottom. Look, I agree, but guess what? This situation reminds me kind of what's going on with the WWE right now with Vince McMahon coming back.
He's coming back?
Yes, he forced his way back.
Let's go.
No, it's not a let's go. That's a terrible thing.
Why?
Yes, that's a terrible thing.
Let's not go.
Because Triple H has been running it, and WWE has been significantly better. Triple H running it, and their stock and their ratings have gone up, and their shareholders have gotten way better, and their stocks have gone up. And Vince McMahon coming back, basically he forced his way back by saying he refused, since he has basically ultimate say. So if there's any media deal that they come up with, he says he refuses to agree on it unless he gets the return. And he basically said like he wants to return to facilitate a sale, but really he just wants control back. So he's holding his company hostage over pride, basically.
You know Sarver would do some shit like that.
And that's my point. Sarver being told you have to sell your team. Why wouldn't you hold your team hostage for pride?
What up, Chiefin?
And try to basically get as much money as you can from the sale. It's similar. It's just to show you that rich people don't like being told what to do, and they're real spiteful about it and petty. Terrible.
Oh yeah, because they can be. You know? I think everybody's spiteful and vengeful, and they have the ability to do something about it. Monty, looking bewildered.
I agree with you, Code, but the thing is, like, they hadn't had any big characters because all Vince McMahon's been doing is giving you Brock Lesnar for the last 15 years and not building anybody up. And Roman Reigns right now is the biggest character in all of the industry. And he's basically has the industry on his back right now, and he's the only guy. But that's it. Maybe MJF and AEW if you really want to like bend my arm and say yes. Ayton, good. That was a good pass from Shaman.
Really was.
After the switch, posting deep, and it also reveals the fallacy.
Outrage says Rollins, yeah, but Rollins isn't like a larger than life like The Rock and Stone Cold character. The closest thing you have right now is Roman Reigns. That's it.
Lowry, wow, that was a sick dunk by Bam.
Nah, Code, bro, stop. Stop. That has nothing to do with it. Roman Reigns as a tribal chief and that whole storyline is really good. And it's been the best storyline since the Daniel Bryan storyline.
Roman Reigns. Wannabe Target version of Aquaman looking ass.
Aquaman, I hate you. But I agree with Code though. Like, Roman Reigns is the closest thing we have right now. But the WWE is never going to get back to where it was. We just got to face it. They're never going to get back to The Rock, Stone Cold in that era of wrestling. That's just, that's a once in a lifetime thing.
Ayton had Butler guarding him and he just
lead for 3. No good.
He just gave up. He had I revel in the opportunities for Ayton to go 1v1 because it never happens. And he's passing out of 1v1s on smaller players.
Code, I need you to... Okay, time out. Code, I need you to... I'm not trying to turn this into a wrestling podcast. I need you to make up your mind because you said larger-than-life characters, but now you're talking about NXT. But here's the deal. NXT wasn't a freaking mainstream brand. NXT was excellent, for sure, but it was not a mainstream brand. It was, like you said, dudes who really like wrestling. So I need you to be like, hey, larger-than-life characters, the only ones that have been there so far have been Cena. He crossed over. The Rock crossed over, and Stone Cold. Like, maybe The Undertaker, if you want to say that, because he was just wild. But other than that, that's been it. But we're having 2 different arguments right now, so I need you to make up your mind. Which one are we talking about?
Bam with the floater off of the Struce pass.
This is stupid, bro. This is
down,
stupid.
Down 11. Mikhail, the disappearing man, kicks it to Craig. Craig gets his own rebound.
If you would have told me that one of the highlights of your season would be that Torrey Craig was going off and playing really well, I would have been like, great, we're going to be a really good team this year because that means Booker's going off, that means Mikhail's being solid, that means Cam Johnson's going off, and everything's going right, and Craig's only adding that. Not that Craig would be the absolute highlight of the team.
He wasn't all that thrilled maybe.
Yeah.
Coming off the bench when guys are always looking for the next.
Like,
join the crowd. No one's happy in the NBA.
It's wild.
No, I'm being serious.
So the one silver lining going on right now for the Suns is Booker's starting to get respect around the league as Bam hits another jumper in Ayton's face. Teams around the league, people on Twitter are starting to realize how much of an impact Booker must obviously be having on this team because it's just night and day. I know. I mean, we're realizing it as fans, too. We're learning a little bit of respect for...
Craig saves that one. Craig lays it in.
Craig, do you understand my admiration for Craig all these years?
Yes,
all these years that I knew what this man was. Energy. He's a Kogi. He's just a taller Okogie. That's it. I wish we had 5 Okogis on this team. Struce with 5 on the clock. Gonna have to take something. Please no. Thank God. All right, dude. That's it. We're gonna lose the game. Game's over. Game's over, folks. Are we gonna lose? Doesn't that show you we're gonna lose? Let me explain to anybody who's not watching the game what just happened. We played perfect defense. We forced basically a shot clock violation. Lowry had to take the toughest shot he's ever taken in his career. He bricks it. No one from the Suns even goes and attempts to get the rebound. No one. Mikhail just acts like he's being wrapped up by Bam, who does go and get the rebound, the foul, and thank God he missed the first free throw here. Is that not the most disheartening thing you've seen in a while, dude?
You said
yeah, it was wild.
Speculate? You know what company you work for? We're the masters.
What up, Burner?
That's a great point. That's a great point.
What's up, Jake Bryant?
Shots fired.
Hey, he missed both free throws.
Goes 0 for 2. Miami's still up by 11.
Dwayne, I took the walk to Washington, gets a screen from Craig, screen from Ayton, takes it to the rack, turn around, little fadeaway midi, no good. Ooh, Ish almost rebounded it. And with that throw, for a half a second, I thought that was Cam Johnson. I thought that was Cam. Then I remembered.
become more assertive.
Thick boy Lowry. Getting a screen. Kicks it to Strus in the corner. Screen from Butler. Gets him an open shot, but it's short brick. Rebounded by Craig. Big, sexy, strong man-ish. They work it around to Dwayne. Dwayne a little snatch back. Oh, did he do that on purpose? I think he just was going to lose it, so he threw it off of Butler's back out of bounds. Guys, we got 92 watching. I'm going to try to take a look here and see what we got for likes. We are at 72 likes. You guys rock. 75 is our goal at the end of the third. Help us out if you guys have not hit the like button yet. Please do.
Allowed that young man to get close to Kobe Bryant through the years.
We got 99 people watching though, and we already have 75 likes, which is crazy. Third quarter,
amazing,
so we are past our goal.
Thank you
Keep
guys.
hitting that like button, y'all. Appreciate it.
And give yourself a pat on the back, if you will. Ayton pulls up in Red Dead Redemption's face. No good. I like the shot though. Oh shit! It's Star Trek time. Butler with the ball. Lowry guarded by Strongman. Butler guarded by Washington. Gets it back to Lowry. Over to Vincent. Into the corner to Oladipo. Nice ball movement. And a three is slapped by Oladipo. We are down 14, folks. Dwayne, I took the walk to Washington. Gets it to Bridges. Gets a screen from Ayton. Going to the rack. Kicks it to Craig. Craig tries to bang out, but he finishes with a switch hands layup. It's no longer Star Trek time.
See why it's Star Trek time, bro? Craig
why can't Ayton go to the rack like Craig consistently?
But that's who he is. He is. You don't have to try to, motivate him.
He tried to bang out on Red Dead Redemption.
Brings to a team. He's tough.
I just can't believe that Torrey Craig is like the best player on the Suns team right now. Like, I really just can't believe it.
It's like the worst sentence I've ever heard.
15 points. Torrey Craig is the best thing about the Phoenix Suns consistently for the past, I don't know, month or so. And that's sad to say.
Butler got Ayton to jump, and he fouled the shit out of him. Luckily, he missed the layup. And then they just did an emoji where they fake like they're passing a joint to each other. Did you see that? Butler walked up to Lowry, and they pinched their fingers and passed a fake blunt to each other.
Maybe they were doing the two.
No. I know weed gestures when I see them.
Oh yeah.
This is year 4.
My name's Gabe. I do guys smoke drugs.
It's been a bumpy ride so far. Missed 14.
I do.
Out of their 39.
Jimmy, 9 for 9 from the line. Gonna go for 10 for 10 here. Does.
His knee, that's been a little problematic.
Stay off the
We all got issues, right, guys? No. It's all good on my end.
Washington screen from Ayton. Takes it. Spin move. Gets to the paint. Kicks it back to Ayton. Ayton, a little midi. Soft. Buttery. Okay. 14 for Ayton so far. I like that. 14 and 8.
Edmund, illegal screen.
Red Dead Rededman with the offensive foul.
Somebody, what's the spread on this game?
He don't look like Tyrone Biggums to you? Come on. With a bald head. Walk. Brick. Craig almost gets the rebound. Craig just made the ball go off Butler's hand, and it's the Suns' ball.
You know what he looks like to me, honestly?
And when you're down, people,
an older, homeless version of Kevin Durant.
Out-of-bounds situations gives you a chance to steal some points.
You'll see it.
But a homeless man wouldn't have a clean-shaved head like Deadman. He'd have Durant's hair. He'd have Durant's actual hair.
And ashy legs.
Oh, man.
Speaking of ashy, your boy's got some Durant ash going on right now. Fresh out of the shower, didn't put lotion on. Your boy got some Durant ash happening. Craig, once again.
Goes up strong, goes up quick with that fast twitch badge. You know, unlike Ayton, who waits and says, "Oh, hey, little streusel back there. Are you ready to beat my shit? Here I go. 3,
Pause.
2, 1.
Pause.
Pause. Corner for Fat Boy Lowry. No good. Ayton with the rebound. 9 rebounds, 14 points. Dwayne, I took the walk to Washington. Gets a screen from Ayton. Floater. Good.
Right, we just need to bully this team right now.
63-70, Suns making a run. Talk to me about food. Now, this is a tricky topic because I am starving. I'm like, I'm just, what'd you eat? What are you thinking about eating? But don't go on too long about it because that's just going to make my hunger even worse.
So I've been trying to eat healthier, because like I said, I've been working out this week. But my wife wanted to get a pizza, so I got thin crust, which is, you're gonna hate this part, pineapple and ham pizza.
I'm hungry enough and high enough. I would smash that right now.
Now, I used to hate pineapple on pizza, bro. But somehow, some way, my old ass taste buds have converted.
It happens.
And I absolutely love it now. And I do not understand what happened to me. Because I
had sushi last night.
Hate it, bro. Hate it.
It happens. Somebody told Kevin Garnett he's a good actor, and his name's Adam Sandler, and he was gassing him up. Okay, because he's not a good actor.
He's not. He's like Shaq level, but
I know.
But you can't tell if he's being serious or not.
I didn't even see Uncut Gems. Did you?
No.
Me neither. What were we talking about? I'm already losing me train of thought. Pizza.
Have you ever had ranch and pizza Sunday? No, Carter. I'm not. No. Ever.
I don't dip my pizza in ranch either.
Heck no, bro.
My wife does, but I don't.
Heck no.
Why would you need ranch on pizza? Like, that's...
I don't know, bro.
Now, a garlic sauce? Woo! Like, if you get Papa John's and you get it with, like, little garlic sauce on the side, oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, baby. Okay? Damn, I'm getting hungry. All right, stop. We're done with the food talk. That was fun while it lasted, but now I'm getting hunger pains.
Mama made me some wings yesterday, bruh.
Your mom's mom or your wife?
No, my mom.
Oh, okay.
My mother made wings, trust me.
Okay. So it wasn't like white people taco night.
Bruh, I'm going to be quiet about fried chicken because I don't want to hurt people in my family's opinion, so I hurt their feelings.
What is this commercial? Pizza's on
Enjoy
fire, bro. Oh, you got a different commercial.
Code.
Than me.
My mom, yes. My mom. Come on, bro. Was it seasoned? It's my mom. Yes. Heck yes. My mom is a great cook, but the other chicken that I had from somebody else on my side of the family, not my family, but my wife's family, let's just say, was not very good. And let's just say that one day I was kind of coming over because I heard fried chicken. I was like, great, I will be there. Perfect. At least I may not sort of like you, but I'll get some fried chicken. And I thought maybe they were just gonna get it from somewhere. No. They decided they were going to make it. And let me tell you, their mixture was nothing but flour, salt.
Turnover by Butler. That's all they use.
And then they threw it in the fryer. And let me tell you something.
And opening up the 3-point game.
Dry as a mug.
But they didn't have to double him early because they fought harder prior to the catch.
I need some poppin' grease.
Exactly what Monty Williams was preaching.
Dwayne, I took the walk to Washington trying to get it to Ayton, but Red Dead Redemption is all over him. They get it to Craig. Craig gets to Ayton. Fade away on Deadman. Brick. Gets his own rebound. Gets his own rebound again. Fouled by Deadman. I love it. So if I could give you one tip that I promise you will work, and you should, if you don't take my advice on anything in life, take it on this. You said you're working on
The one thing I would say, I thought
working out and being healthier, blah, blah, blah. Please start doing intermittent fasting. Look at Terry Crews at his age and tell me that it doesn't work. It is not overrated. It is not. Ayton hits and one. 65-70. Let's go.
Because you know what I'm not going to do? Have a feeding window.
You don't knock it till you feed it. Vincent to the rack. That would have been so nice. Deadman with the rebound and put back. I don't like that.
Homeless KD with the rebound and put back.
Bald KD. Ayton Washington. Washington. Beautiful pass.
It's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul. It's a foul.
Kyle Lowry always seems to make those plays. Butler one-on-one against Craig.
Ayton just got that shit slapped out of his hand. I thought it was a foul too, but okay.
Oladipo off the Butler screen.
Oladipo down to Butler. Back to Oladipo. Pump fake. Drive. Bump. Hang. Sexy. Sexy.
Big time shot and play made by Oladipo.
I'm so glad he's healthy, dude. Bridges takes his screen from Ayton. No good, but he's going to the line. It's cool. Mikhail's being really consistent. If you think about it, he's consistently going over every game. And all we've asked for is consistency. That was a really nice pass, man. Oh, maybe it was all ball.
Gets back into the pitch, it helps. Comes up with a strip.
There's so many good plays that Lowry makes through anticipation.
Bridges, free throw. Thank God he can hit free throws because he can't hit anything else.
TV schedule Monday. It's Chicago at Boston. Tuesday.
Kogi's back in.
On TNT.
Good, man. Finally.
Phoenix to Golden State. For more on these games, please go to NBA.com or visit the NBA app. So Monday, NBA TV, it's Chicago at Boston.
Damn, bro. Payne's so injured, they got him in the second row.
Win in Dallas last
Dang.
You might as well sit back there, bro. You ain't going anywhere near the court. You're so hurt. Strus kicks to Oladipo. Bridges guarding. Vincent kicks it. PJ Washington, is that who that is? I don't even know who that is. I'm lying. Landale with the rebound, gets it to Bridges. Bridges driving. Gets a screen from Jock Daddy. Don't kick it to Jock. Kicks it to Jock. Jock back to Mikhail. Mikhail out to Dwayne. I took the walk to Washington. Hits the three. But don't worry, Suns fans. The second campaign is healthy, you will not see Dwayne again. Okay? This is all a fucking fever dream in Monty's mind. Jock with the rebound, gets it to Dwayne. Dwayne to the rack. Almost and one, going to the line.
All right, making a good run here.
This starts with Bridges. Great cut off of the post. Collapses the defense and then makes the play for Washington. Wide open shot. That's how you get guys going. Play with pace, whether in the half court or the full.
Oh, man.
Coach, it would be easier on Bridges for playing every game. Does he deserve some respect simply off of his availability? Maybe, but Craig's playing every game too.
I love his availability. I love it. It's great. You know?
Torrey Craig?
That was an impressive win.
Yeah, Torrey's been gutting it out. He's had some injuries this season that he's been out, and he's played through some injuries, but all I'm saying about Mikhail is he's slumping hard. Gabe Vincent guarded by Okogie. Look at this swarming defense that Monty doesn't like because this man doesn't go to church with him apparently. Bam. Got Jock on him. Misses, thank God, because I think he traveled the second he moved his feet. Okogie getting bumped by Vincent, drawing a foul. All right.
That's a really bad foul.
does a great job of selling it also.
Keep hitting Gamecast, Gabe.
Oh my God, we've been going this whole time and no Gamecast? Man. My apologies, folks. Color me a bozo. All right. Did he miss?
Yes.
I heard the crowd go, "Ugh." Kogi hits the free throw. 73-74. Great quarter for the Suns. We're on a 16-4 run in the last 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Happy 420, by the way. Oladipo going to the line. Nothing Jock could do but foul.
Attacking. That's attack.
It's a good move.
Man, Oladipo is healthy.
San Remi's gym and his facility there where a lot of NBA players work out. And man, he put in
Landry back in the game. Never thought I'd be so happy to see him back in the game.
Here's a random idea.
His all-star form.
Carmelo Anthony.
And right now kind of evolving into
That's a no for me, dog. I'm not into him. I'm not into him anymore. I don't believe in him.
My boy can get a bucket. unlike half our bench.
I watch my daughter work out. She gets the next
I mean,
so I'm that parent on the sidelines who's taking it in.
And then if we get Carmelo, we just go get LeBron.
And then we be
the old banana
the
boat
oldest team in the world. Sham it. Beautiful crossovers. If that would have went in, that would have been one. That would have been one for the spank bank, bro. Oladipo, 3 seconds. He knows it. Pump fake on Dwayne. Driving on Dwayne. Rising up. Hanging.
It's Victor Oladipo's second buzzer beater of the night.
Thank God this one wasn't a half-court backboard three. 78-73. But I feel like this game, we are the Cavs and they are the Suns. That's still the vibe I'm getting through 3 quarters, bro.
Well, I hope you're right. I hope you're correct.
They're letting us hang in it.
Burner says, Gabe, Buffalo wings, bone in or boneless? Bro, it's bone in. Stop.
Bone
Stop.
in. Bone me. All right? Bone me. Because what are boneless wings, Sundo?
Chicken nuggets.
They are chicken nuggets. I don't even. In fact, when
you want some ketchup with your adult chicken nuggets,
I basically tell my wife whenever she asks for boneless, I go, "Oh, so you want nuggets?" No, I want I'm just I make her say it. No, say it. You want nuggets. Don't say wings.
Listen to me. The only and the one and only place I will ever get boneless wings from. And because their boneless wings are actually fire. I don't know what's in their buffalo sauce, but for whatever reason, Applebee's appetizer, buffalo wings. I don't understand what it is.
They are good. That's been a while, but you're right.
Hit.
Yeah.
Those do hit, right? But other than that,
I'm not saying I wouldn't fucking smash some boneless.
Look at Katie in the chat. Katie and her chicken nuggies in the chat.
What up, baby girl? Oh, you like, she always wants boneless. And I'm like, that's fine. Just call them what they are, please. They nuggets.
Katie, do you like dino-shaped boneless wings?
He said my wife's boyfriend makes me dino-shaped nuggets with like mac and cheese and like a little,
Better yet, he gets you a dinosaur-shaped kid cuisine for dinner.
I mean, she does
eat in his kid cuisine TV dinner.
Kid cuisine. Damn. I hope I never eat a kid's cuisine for the rest of my life since I was a kid.
God.
Right?
Bro, we used to always beg our mom for kid cuisine. Why? When we were little.
But that's back
Kid
when
cuisine.
that's back when
Kid
we would
cuisine.
eat Tostino's pizza.
Hey, first off, don't even talk smack about Tostino's pizza.
I would rather
It's-
eat the bottom of my shoe than a Tostino's pizza.
That shit hit
Okay,
back then, bro.
I'd rather have a
Hit
high
back
school
then.
pizza any day.
That's fact.
Like a school
That's
pizza over
facts.
that shit.
Bro, school pizza been hitting.
Hunter
But I
Greeno
do
says,
like
"Does Butler
boning
have a
now.
3?" I'll look for you, man.
Shut your. But I do like boning now. So shut your big son's mouth up.
All right, I'll be. She does, yeah, but still, sometimes she'll be like, "I think I want boneless this time."
All right, Katie. So whenever I make my way down to Texas, all right, and we come hang out and we go to a wing spot, I will be eyeing you when it comes to ordering time.
No 3s for
You
Butler
better
yet.
Not say boneless.
Yeah, I don't really like the wings in Texas, though, man. There's not a great wing.
Okay,
There's
okay,
not a
okay.
great
I
wing
see.
place.
Y'all are garbage down there. That's what I heard. You know?
Yeah, I'm not into their wings
Everything's
here.
bigger in Texas, but the wings, because we just call that fried chicken.
The wings are huge. They're just not better. They're huge. Like, you sometimes question what animal they really came off of.
Guys, back to you. All right, George, 5-point lead.
We have Texas barbecue.
But bigger isn't always better in that situation.
Jeff, I think you said that Phoenix was trapping a little bit earlier.
All right, we
The wings
got.
aren't meant to be big, bro.
I know they don't. They really don't have to be. You know, they just need to be. They need to be crispy and saucy.
And the shot clock will get a reset.
There should be a little bit of a snap when you bite into them, but then they're tender as hell on the inside.
Snakes around the Landale screen.
It's a tough.
I need to get Texas wings and try them out there.
Oh boy, we got a special guest, folks. A special unexpected guest. Let's see if I even have the 3-person cam set up.
Oh, who is this?
All right, a special reveal.
With the beard.
Oh, but I gotta change his name. Over here.
It's Gary.
Yeah, Spurs fan Gary in the house.
I mean, he's got a beard like Spurs fan Gary. Looking
I'm trying.
good.
I'm inspired. And I heard you guys were talking about chicken. So
You hungry too?
He's hop in.
I'm very hungry. I'm about to order chicken.
Nice.
We talking free range or injected with steroids?
Staying down.
He's in Portland. I think they do free range up there. You know, I think they're on that wave.
If I can't get a disease while eating my chicken, I don't want it.
Oh boy.
I'm joking. I totally want free range. It's just
He wants his chickens to be like walking around with
my
like
God.
choker
This team is
leashes
so-
on them.
this team is so streaky, bro. Why?
If you're Phoenix, you got to shrink the floor and present.
I'm here to
Have you
bring
been-
you guys some good luck.
Have you been watching any of this
man.
game, Tori?
No, I just got done with my stream like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, don't worry, you ain't missing nothing.
Well, we just
Bridges
lost.
for 3. No good.
Almost.
Just tried.
Oh my
Just tried
God.
to kill them.
73 to 80. 10 minutes. Can they do it?
I don't know. Bam. Hits.
Oh my
Well, if
God,
Bam's
dude.
hitting faders like that. No,
Bam's
we are
been
not
on
winning.
one, bro.
That's a nice looking fadeaway right there. Pretty well defended by Phoenix as well.
Yeah, what's Bridges' field goal percentage?
With the floater. Followed it and got it.
He
he
got a
fouled that
tip
one
back on his. I mean, that's his first make, I think. I'm
I
pretty
don't
certain
know.
that's his
That
first
might-
make.
It might be second.
First field goal.
That's his first field goal.
Wow, Bridges' first field goal's a putback. Oh, Ish! With a block. Let's go, Ish. Hey, Burner says, Katie, does Gabe own a race car bed? The answer is yes. And it's Dale Earnhardt Jr.
I sleep off, so my wife and her boyfriend sleep in the big bed, and then off to the side, there's a race car bed. And I sit there, I play video games all night, and they're like, "Shut the fuck up! We're trying to bang." I'm like, "My bad." When y'all are done, I'd love some of those dino nuggets. And if there's any chocolate milk, I don't want to be a hassle, but at least a half a cup if you got it. Adebayo with the rebound, going the other way. Euroing slowly.
Oh my gosh.
Just imagine. And like in that scenario, I'm not even like upset with the setup because like I'm still getting something out of it. You know? She said, I hate you so much. Oh, God.
Gabe was like the guy in Grandma's Boy with the race car. Just sitting there in his onesie pajamas.
And thinks it's cool.
Trying to play 2K. He's like, when you get time, I need my kid cuisine, please.
Oh, man. Oh, they want two misses for Chick-fil-A. Now that's something to cheer for. Oh, he hit. Poor Sun. See, Tori, this is how far the Suns have fallen.
We are in the same boat going down.
We're out here like, yo, Chick-fil-A. That's the only thing they've had to cheer about tonight.
Who decides that?
It's just a promotion, you know.
I know, but who decides which free throws get that promotion?
Just any fourth quarter double miss.
Okay.
And
So
that's to get the crowd motivated to stop the other team from scoring.
Right.
know?
So if the opposing team misses two free throws,
yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yep.
Bro, what in the hell?
Don't talk about his, huh?
Are there numbers? What in the hell are there?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Ish's weird face tattoos on his deltoids. You talking about the ransom letter jerseys?
Yeah, they're like completely different.
I know. I've been wrongly reading Jimmy Butler's jersey as number 34. It looks like 34 to me. I mean 32. It looks like 32. Yeah. So weird. But I kind of like those jerseys, man.
I hate them.
You don't like them?
I hate everything about them.
But I know how good TCU is as well.
I like your guys.
Yeah, these are nice. These are really nice.
Oh, man.
Fast, tough. May beat a great team in Michigan.
It's going to be an outstanding game.
Dwayne, handoff to Landry. D. Lee takes a contested three. Why?
So bad.
Like, why would he do that?
We're coming back.
Hey, we're down 10. There's plenty of time here. Vincent to the rack.
Burner says, "Hey, babe, me and Chad are gonna go to the movies again. You want something, Gabe? Can I have some nuggies, please?"
It's a sad life.
Can I have the Mighty Kids meal from McDonald's, please?
Mighty. Oh, have you seen those adult kids meals?
Yes, the ugly ass toys.
I hate to be judgmental, but here I go.
Stop. It's all nostalgia.
All I have to say is I can't imagine voicing the words.
Oladipo.
Oh, that was.
Please get up, Oladipo. Don't hurt yourself.
I can't imagine mouthing the words. I would like an adult kids meal, please.
Happy meal. Shut up. Say it right.
I would like an adult happy meal. Either that comes with a porno magazine in it, or it's I don't. Adult happy meal.
We watched and flourished at a high level.
Former All-Star.
Oh, terrible.
Tried to turn it over. They're going to challenge this.
Really challenging.
Probably think that they didn't really foul. I didn't really see much of a
That
foul.
was a foul. We hacked the dog poop out of that guy.
Yeah, I don't know about that challenge,
man. Chad. I like how his name's Chad.
Burner says Valley Podcast cringe fest Tory straight face. Like,
I mean, he's not used to it, all right? They run a professional ship.
It's true. We don't run professional nothing over here. It is just pandemonium.
What do you
I'm putting my headset over my eyes like it's Star Trek. Like, we're just doing
so we can
everything
blind
under the
ourselves.
We just do stupid things. Really, we're just doing dumb things because this L is inevitable, and we're just doing everything we can to freaking drug ourselves mentally so we don't have to deal with this L that's about to be handed to us.
I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not in denial. Like, I'm in denial about being in denial, so I'm fine. You know?
Is it bad that it makes me feel better that we're in the same boat?
Well, it's nice to have company. No one hates company. You know,
it's like bro. It's like I still view you guys as a really good team when you guys are healthy. So
I still view the Blazers as a really good team. I still view the Blazers as a good team. I don't understand what the hell is going on with you guys.
I don't know either. It makes no sense. In the last 10 games in the fourth quarter, the Blazers have the best defensive rating in the league, but they have the worst offensive rating in the league. The last 10 games in the fourth quarter. And their offensive rating is so bad that we keep losing close games because in the last 6 minutes, we'll go 1 for 9 tonight. In the last 6.5 minutes, we only scored 2 points and missed our last 13 shots.
Tori, why don't you try spotting your team 20 points in the first quarter?
That's what we do. Yeah, we get it all out of the way in the first quarter.
At least it's not like, we have a chance in this game, then they literally don't make a shot.
No, we do. It's every game. It's like, okay, so we spot them 20, and then we have the chase, and then third quarter, we're like, oh, maybe we have a chance. It's within 5. Nope. And fourth quarter comes around, and they just cram it down our throats.
And then they basically Derek Chauvin us, you know? It's pretty rough.
Bro. Derek Chauvin.
Yeah.
I can't stand you, bro. Stop.
I'm just listen. Stop. That's what they're doing. I don't like it any more than you. Okay.
What is this?
Don't do fake gunshots.
Well, you said
all right.
This is how I get canceled.
Shots fired. Emptied my clip. He was bad. He was turned around. I don't know what happened.
Oh man.
Hey, that happened in my state, dog. That happened an hour down the highway.
You're that close to Minnesota?
No.
So they're reviewing to see if this was that was a foul, I guess.
Why do you challenge it?
I mean, Torrey Craig, his thumb hit the basketball. You know?
Oladipo change the equation, guys, if at all, or how much for Miami moving forward?
Well, I think.
Oh man, I looked at the chat. I'm just gonna look away. I'm just gonna look away and keep it moving here. Yeah, it's for the best.
I mean,
they need guys like that.
Oh my God, that's game, bro. Jeez,
bro, you can barely jump. Just lay it in next time, bro, because I feel like you're really gonna hurt yourself.
That you guys have is that Dwayne Washington with no hair?
Yeah, he cut it all off.
He definitely J. Cole'd himself.
Yeah.
Opposite. He opposite J. Cole himself.
He was like Dwayne Washington, Cabot, Torrey Craig, and Damian Lee. That's tough.
Hey, bro, this is the main lineup right here, dog.
This is the baby. Oh my God, that was embarrassing.
Just be selfish and take a turnaround jumper, please. Double team, stolen. Oh my God.
The defender was gonna dunk the ball on the break for him.
Yeah, like he handed it off like a quarterback to a running back.
That was hilarious. Like, I actually think he meant to pass it to the defender. Like, he thought the defender.
I think he had no clue the defender was on his hip, dude, whatsoever. Bridges to Sham. Sham gets a screen from Ayton. Gets it to D-Lee. D-Lee to Craig in the corner. Pump fake. Craig to Ayton. Ayton with the floater. Giggity good. Back to a 10-point deficit.
This is a game, man. This is a game.
It might be.
It is a basketball game.
This is technically basketball. Struce.
He's gonna make us pay right here.
Please no, Gabe.
It's your boy Gabe.
Please no.
Gabe's gonna make us pay right here. Just step back.
Oh, thank God. Oh, that's ours. It's okay.
You're lucky that he bailed
I know.
You out,
I think he tipped
You're
it.
lucky he bailed you. Shama did tip it.
Yeah. Who's this Highsmith guy? Tori?
Looks like Gabe with hair. Oh, Haywood?
Is that Haywood or Highsmith?
His
Haywood.
first name is Haywood.
Oh, Haywood Highsmith.
Damn it, 3, bang!
Jimmy!
Bro, that was such a straight shot. I thought it hit the bottom of the net. It was
Damn.
an air ball.
Jimmy just got up like SpongeBob in the I'm a head out meme, but basically like I'm a check in. Yep, I think he thought his night was over, but they're probably going to put him in and promptly get that lead right back to where they want it.
Is Omer Yurtseven still on the Heat?
I haven't seen him out there today, but I think he's
They
still
get
with
rid of
them.
him?
I think they still have
I
him.
haven't heard anything about him all year, and last year he was doing stuff. Brady, I'm down. Yeah, like, you know that he always just have these random ass players.
Yeah.
Like Duncan Robinson used to be one of those random ass players. Now he's known. Like Gabe Vincent and Max Strus were like unknown players as random players, and now they're known. Obviously, like they just always got these random dudes.
Do you
that,
think
like, nobody knows that are
from the
decent.
outside looking in, do you think the Suns do any of that or no?
Not enough
At all?
Like, I mean, who's one under the radar pickup you guys have had in the last 3 or 4 years that ended up being a good role player?
Torrey Craig.
But like we already knew what he was. Like, who's a guy that like nobody knew could do anything, was like had no reputation in
D-Lee.
the NBA. No, he is who he always was before too. Like he shot the ball a little better this year, right? Than he did in Golden State, but that's it. Like people know him as like, oh, you can kind of shoot, and that's about it, right? Like who's a guy like nobody knew? Like no, like I'm talking about like
PJ Tucker.
Yeah, but that was back like
You didn't put a time limit on it. So those are the type of examples you're looking for. Okay.
Yeah. Like a late second round pick or even an early second round pick you guys got that ended up outplaying his draft slot. Like James Jones doesn't really get those types.
James Jones is asleep at the wheel. Like he doesn't do anything. The biggest thing I feel like he's done is trade away Sticks and then trade Craig away and then trade him back for Sticks. Like that and Aaron Holiday. Okay.
Wait, he traded Craig away or did Craig leave?
He let Craig sign there. He let Craig sign for like $4 million. We gave McGee more than we gave Craig. We're willing to give Craig.
You guys declined the option on Smith, so then you felt the need to trade him, which was just stupid. Because why wouldn't you just pick up the option? Whatever team you trade him to is going to want. That was okay. James Jones sucks. Just for the Jalen Smith thing alone.
He kind of does. You know, we all got bamboozled.
Because did he take Ayton or was he not there yet?
Nope.
No.
Thank God he didn't take Ayton.
Outside of the Chris Paul trade, what other good thing has he done?
Nothing.
He drafted Cam Johnson.
Yeah, like that's outside of the Chris Paul
Sticks
trade.
And Cam Johnson.
Teams were going to
Sticks
trade
and
for
Cam
Chris
Johnson.
Paul.
That's it. Oh, and then he gave Chris Paul a 4-year contract.
Yeah,
God
the Chris
damn.
Paul thing is overrated because not many teams were going to trade for Chris Paul because almost every contending team or high-level team had a point guard. So
Bingo.
It's not like you guys were fighting against any other teams in the Chris Paul trade. After you trade for Chris Paul,
Bingo.
He drafted Cam Johnson 11th. That's the best thing he's done.
Pretty much.
I don't.
Oh,
I was telling you this when you guys
and single-handedly feeding the Indiana Pacers, players and draft picks.
Yeah, I've been saying for a while that I think
Yeah, he at minimum he's extremely overrated. Okay. Yeah. Oh boy! That'll do, pig. That'll do.
It's always a white boy shooting threes for Miami that murders us.
Man, we need that.
That's a design play.
Why did D-Lee just jump straight into him?
I mean, because he's not completely in control of his faculties. He's not athletic enough to not bulldoze him when running at him. God, there we go, down 11. Yeah. Cyberpunk Nick. Craig back to Shammy. Shammy to the rack, loses the dribble. I believe that Bill Cosby as Ghost Dad just stepped onto the court and ripped him. Sundo, you remember Ghost Dad?
When you don't have Devin Booker,
Classic movie. I think Sundo is a ghost dad right now.
Oh, shit.
Did you see that?
Oladipo into the lane. Bam.
Please no. Please no. Bam misses a couple of putback attempts. Shammy's got it. Let's just hit a 3 here, and we'll change our fortunes. D. Lee to the rack. Nice pass by D. Lee. One too many by Mikhail.
You bomb.
They give it away. Their 12th turtle.
Mikhail had a layup and just
Didn't want it.
Strus for
Screen by
3.
Adebayo.
Fuck.
It freed up Strus for another 3 ball.
I think we should ban white shooters from being able to play against us. We need to draft some sort of legislation. It's not fair.
Look at Booker. Booker looks so sad. You shouldn't have played him Christmas.
Outstanding screen, stepping really
Mad at yourself, you bum. Look at me, I'm sad because I can't play. Should have played him Christmas. Dummy.
I know, man. I mean, I literally don't have any like sympathy when I look at him and I see him looking so sad. It's like those puppy dog eyes ain't gonna do it for me, baby boy.
What is this commercial? Are you guys watching the same commercial with like the baby falling on the ice or whatever the hell?
I
that was?
wish.
No, I'm watching Smart Assets.
Yeah,
That's what
the
I've
commercial.
got.
You didn't see
Yeah,
the
okay.
stuff.
No, I didn't. I didn't see
There's
that.
like a
I'm watching
baby face
Smart
planted on
Asset.
the
It looks
ice.
like a retirement. Oh, it is a retirement planning commercial. There you go.
But
Nailed
the
it.
first, like 10 seconds of it made no sense.
Now I'm watching a Pepto Bismol commercial.
Ooh.
I was telling Sundo, Tori, that the Suns, I mean, this was back when we still looked like we could win this game, that we are very quickly within the next week, we're going to be sub 500.
Same. Let's get it.
Are you?
We're at 500 right now. You guys are about to be 500 too, huh?
We got one more game,
20
one
and
more
20.
loss
Nope.
until 2 more
you guys
losses.
lose this game.
We're 20 and 19 right now, bro. About to be
Yeah,
500.
I know
Oh,
your record
wow.
better than you. Oh man.
Wow. Well, they're all blurring together at this point.
Exposed.
They're
This
all blurring
entire
together.
last 2 months blurs together to a mess of just awfulness that I don't care about. Oh, it's so bad.
I'm really hoping. I was thinking about this today. I'm really hoping that we look back on this stretch and we can all, like both teams, hope we can all just look back and say, okay, the Blazers and the Suns were just in a bad, injured spot in their season, and that was it. And everybody was overreacting in the moment, because I know I've overreacted in the moment.
There's so many teams that are 500. Like, if you guys lose this game, you're still a game and a half out of 5th. You're still 2.5
How
games
to
out of 4th.
spell Wembenyama, fellas. Code. We will never be so fortunate to ever get the first overall pick ever again.
Even if we statistically were
life.
supposed to get it, we
And
wouldn't
even
get
if we
it.
get it, we will freaking draft another Ayton and not Wembenyama and convince ourselves, oh, this guy from Lithuania is better.
No. This guy from Arizona's better.
The Bahamas is better. Bridges for 3.
This guy that went to the same school as our owner is better.
Of the game, guys, that should tell you something about Phoenix's lack of offense tonight.
Bridges, 2 for 10.
15 a game. That's 13.
And honestly, 2 for 10 sounds really good for him. That's like really good for Bridges right now.
How was that not a
I thought that's what they called.
I know. I was gonna say like it sucks.
The refs probably just want to get out of here.
These refs just want to get out of here. They're
Yeah.
like, it's already been covered. They don't care. Oh, now they call that though.
Holding him like a grudge underneath. Commits the foul.
Kyle
That's the
Lowry's
first
looking
team
hefty.
foul on
I'm glad you said it, because I definitely feel like these white jerseys, you know how you're supposed to wear black clothes to slim yourself down? The white jersey is exposing.
I've never really had to worry.
You
about
know.
slowing myself down, so I don't know.
Well,
No, Booker doesn't need to request out Iverson. Booker needs to request a new coach and GM.
nice take, D.
Booker
Lee.
needs to request out, bro. Okay. I'm glad it's not just Mike.
Yeah, we get it too. You know.
Monty Williams getting the troops together for perhaps one last.
You know how many Watch comments I had to see today?
Really?
Yeah.
What'd he do in the game?
Was like 7 for 24. But like he sprained
Damn.
his shooting wrist a couple of weeks ago, and before that he was like on fire, like playing great, and he sprained his shooting wrist, and he says he's 100%, but I don't think he's 100% because he just hasn't shot the ball well. So, but it's like it's a shooting slump.
At best, he's just rusty from the timeout.
Yeah, like it's just it's a shooting slump Like players have them, and everybody freaks out.
Yep. I really think
Nash is rolling in his grave.
Is he dead yet? I don't think so.
I hope not.
Steve Nash should be a better coach than Monty Williams.
That's a bad thing.
I know it's a bad thing. That's how down bad I am right now, bro. That's how down bad I am right now, dude. Give me Steve Nash.
What are you guys mad at Monty about?
Because
I saw a video titled "The Suns Have a Monty Problem." I feel like I should watch it, and everybody else watching this should also watch it.
Well, I hope some of them have.
Hashtag plug.
I hope some of them have, but
so
basically it's either him or Ayton because they don't fit. They are puzzle pieces with mismatch holes and pegs, you know? I don't know what they're called. Good Lord! The Kobe fadeaway from ya boy.
Hopefully I'm not ahead of you.
To stop the bleeding. You need a hoop.
I just got Butler hitting a shot. Here's McHale back to Shams. Shams 3 going to the line. He did kick out. He definitely kicked out.
But okay, I hate that rule. Like if you kick out at all, it's supposed to be an offensive foul. But when you're, like when you're going to the right and you jump and you're not square, that leg kick to get square. Like it's a natural move.
I think that they look at it and they say, "Was this a natural kick?" And that was a natural kick.
That's a natural.
That was a natural kick. Yeah.
But like the rule is supposed to penalize that, which I don't agree with. I don't know. Like the rule's weird on that.
Some shooters just have a natural drift though with their legs.
That's definitely a leg. That's definitely a leg swing. Yeah.
But like that's a normal part of his shot.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of guys will like sweep their legs forward a little bit. They land in front of where they jump, and they'll kick that right leg through when they're going to the right. Like Dame does it. It's a natural part of his shot.
You can tell when they kick out. I don't blame them for looking because in the moment it did look like it was too much.
Did they challenge it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're challenging it.
Let's see what this is.
And Sundo is dead on arrival, like Fallout Boy.
Don't get me started.
On Fallout Boy?
Dead on
arrival. You know, I mean, it was. No one's saying they didn't have catchy songs. That's not the problem, Tori. The problem is they got played too much. All right, and then it just became white noise.
Yeah, the moment that I heard Sugar going down 50 million times was over it.
Boy,
dance.
Oh boy, they were bangers in the moment. You know,
bro. You know how many Blazer fans I've seen in here that I haven't seen in my own chat for like weeks.
You sons of bees.
They like don't want to go through our downfall. Instead, they'd rather go through
right. I don't blame them. That's actually a good method of dealing with things.
I agree, and I believe Kyle Lowry also went from point A.
Brady's one of them.
All right, Shammy got the foul. I want to see you hit all 3 of these free throws, please.
Cool. I'm glad that they didn't call that.
Yeah, that was a correct call for once. Why is that chick dressed like a candy cane on the bench? It's not Christmas. It's past New Year's. She's dressed like one of Santa's helpers. See? With the green and red and white top left screen.
See that? Right next to Eric Spoelstra.
He's trying to distract him.
It's working.
Maybe she's still in town for Christmas vacation. That was just what she had left over that was washed before she gets back on her flight.
That could be it. Lowry gets a
Either pressure or don't. You don't want to make
You've already given it. You've already given it. That's why.
Oh, dude, I would love for you to. I would love to show you some Monty games to just get to show you what we're talking about. I mean, it's okay. Here's something that I know would piss you off. If you get 4 fouls, you're done. You will not be back on the court. You're not allowed to play in the second half until it's the 4th quarter. And if the other team is up 30, he'll still put you in with 4 fouls. Even if you're the star of the team and he's risking you with injury, he'll sit you long enough to get down 30
Oladipo.
Yeah, we needed that.
Second one, bro. Come on, Oladipo.
Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A.
Give these fans something to be happy about.
For real. Huh?
Boo.
Oladipo ties his season.
10-point deficit.
Miss free throws, so I'm kind of jealous.
They don't ever do that?
Nope. I don't know if we've ever done this.
I feel like I was watching a Blazers game and it was the same thing.
Nah.
Just a different restaurant.
It's probably a different arena.
Present himself in the middle of the paint.
Well, you guys are down 8.
Yeah, that was a quick score for the Suns by DA. 22 and 12 from DA. Jimmy buckets. Oladipo wasting some time wisely. Kicks it down to
Bam. Go ahead and foul Bam.
Travel. Finally, they called him on it. Finally, he's been shuffling them tootsies.
Oh, he catches the ball, faces up, and does like a travel jab step.
All the time, dude.
Yeah, I know that move.
And then be aggressive before the help comes.
And a good delivery on time by Shamet.
He's got 22 and 12.
Shammy to the rack. Shammy scoop layup. No good. Putback attempt by Ayton, and he's fouled. 13 rebounds. Gonna work on 24 points, but I don't think he's gonna hit both these free throws. He normally doesn't in the clutch.
Adams is highest take Monty coach of the year. Hey, stop trolling, bro. Stop it. We already hurting. We don't need more hurt.
Guys have to be committed to getting deep post-ups against.
You know what they say about the NBA? Being coach of the year is a curse.
Oh, dude, I feel like I've seen. I told you he was gonna miss one. I feel like I've seen several coaches get coach of the year and then get fired. I was thinking if Monty did get fired at some point, it would feel a lot like Dwayne Casey when he got let go of the Raptors.
As good as it gets, designing plays out of timeouts in this league.
You think he's not as good or as bad as Dwayne Casey?
Point ball game, Ayton up to 23.
Like his offense.
Yeah.
I hated Dwayne Casey's offense.
Started by Craig.
Craig on butts. We got Shamet guarding Butler right now. Gets it to Strus. Oladipo. 4 on the clock. Shoots. Wowie wee wah. I'm telling you, man, playing the Suns is the special elixir. If you guys could get one more game against the Suns, it could turn your whole season around, bro.
I know. We friggin' had them too early, man.
Yep. That's why you guys are slumping.
And feeling it.
It doesn't matter. Like, the Wizards had lost 10 games in a row. They came out looking like gangbusters, bro.
And now they've won a bunch of games.
Mm-hmm.
Back healthy and whole.
Damn, Oladipo's lip is literally bleeding. It's going to be a fat lip. That sucks. I hated fat lips growing up, dude.
4 for 6 for 8.
I like them.
Hell no. When you get a fat lip, that shit was all swollen. Bite it every time you're trying to eat.
A little bit ago, and they couldn't correct it because the ball had already gone in. In this one,
so we don't get that free throw. That free throw Bridges just made, take it away.
Was it a lane violation?
I don't even know what it was, but he's.
It's a dead ball. You got to make sure the right guy's at the line.
What's bad about Beijing
free throws in Golden State?
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Tell me about that one.
Well,
What is
they put
Beijing
the wrong
porn?
guy
I don't
there.
know.
They recognized it after the first free throw had
Beijing
gone,
what?
when it was pointed out
Beijing
by the
corn
other
is
team.
bad or something.
But they said because he had gotten there, if he gets a second shot.
Suns fans said that. We're worse than
Doesn't make a lot of
Beijing
sense
corn.
to me, and I don't know what the difference in that one was.
Stop Asian hate, a Suns fan. All right, I'm sick of it.
They got a top 10 defense. Got to see it here if you're a Suns fan.
Bam, back to Jimmy Butts. Suns down 8.
Craig on Butler.
Gotta get a stop. Butler, turnaround, fade away. No good. Ayton with the rebound. Shammy pushing the pace. Shammy gonna Euro. Gonna finger roll. Shama-lama ding-dong.
Make it a 6-point game.
Got to score quickly. They did right there.
Lowry.
Bridges on Lowry.
Suns down 6. Lowry gonna pull a 3. Oh my God! Thank God, no. D-Lee with the rebound and a foul on the Heat, or a timeout. A timeout, Suns.
I mean, yeah,
it's technically not over, but it's gonna take
you don't hunt 3, but you probably want a 3.
Down by 6.
I would take a super quick 2 by Ayton if you could get it though. You know.
That's who you give it to.
Yeah. What's going on?
I mean, you have to feel great if you're Eric Spoelstra.
Stick a fork in that dino nuggy. It's done.
Because of his ability to play point, also play off the ball, and the disruptive manner in which.
And like in that scenario, I'm so childish that I refuse to eat any chicken nuggets that aren't in the shape of dinosaurs because I don't think they taste the same. Oh God. That's like a character we're creating that might not be my real life, but it's definitely a cuck character, and I love it. I always wanted to be strong enough to be a cuck.
Who you might be going to down here.
But that's a tough life. 96-102. Monty drew something up. Look at all them squigglies. Look at all those lines. He drew something up. Let's see what it is here. His favorite son, Shamit. No, he likes Shamit way more than D-Lee. He'd die for Shamit. He'd gladly jump in front of a bus for Shamit. Mikhail inbounding. Can anyone get it? They throw it into Ayton. For the love of all that is holy. It literally went off of Ayton. It literally went off of Ayton. They tried to run a cross
screen for him, and they were just.
No one ran to the ball but barely Ayton.
It should have been a foul on Miami.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, it's cyberpunk time. Look at Sundo. 4 seconds. Butler back to Strus. Just put us out of our misery. Oladipo does with a man's rebound. And Suns are gonna let them go ahead and bleed the clock out. D-Lee with the foul. You know, barring 2 misses from Strus.
Shot clock, and he intentionally fouls.
It's a great read by Butler.
You go to Butterfingers Ayton. You go to Butterfingers Ayton. I mean, I get going to Ayton like throwing it into him once you get the ball inbounded. But I mean, come on.
Gabe's been begging for Ayton late game touches from Monty. Monty finally draws.
Well, that's not what I mean. I don't mean throw it into him from the inbounds.
I don't think that was supposed to go to him. I think
none of the other guards even presented themselves as an option.
They tried to cut. It's almost like they got held. Go back and watch it. But like Shamit was supposed to cut, and like him and Ayton got stuck in like it was weird. I'll need to go back and actually watch it again, but
I think they were just trying to run a cross screen for Ayton.
I don't know. It was bad, whatever it was.
Damn. Guys, I don't know if we've hit 100 likes, but that was our goal. We were well on pace. I hope we have.
80.
80? You guys stopped. Listen, you know, we got the post game coming up here. Actually, we're into the post game because this game is over. Hit that like button for us, guys, especially if you're leaving because you don't want the post game. Hit that like before you go. Dwayne Washington kicks it down to Ayton. Almost stolen. It is stolen by Strus. The Suns are still tragic. Sundo, can I get a synopsis?
What?
Can I get a synopsis?
There's nothing going here. Like,
I got the stats pulled up.
Cool. Torrey Craig is probably the best player on the team that we've had in the last, I don't know,
10 years.
Month, which is terrible. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Same story, bro. Like, this team just.
What happened to Chris Paul?
With a sore hip.
He hurt himself.
Chris Paul out with a sore hip, you know.
Yeah.
Business as usual, Torrey. Business as usual. You know what I mean? That's what happened to Chris Paul. Business as usual, dude. Ayton had 20 points and 10 rebounds. Ayton had a double-double. Whoopee. Torrey Craig is probably the best player on the team right now. I'll say it again. Shamit, whatever. Mikhail Selling. What's new?
Dwayne Washington 5 for 18 in 25 minutes.
Good Lord. Hey, 7 assists to 3 turnovers. I'll take that ratio. You know?
Cool.
Might as well just bring Ricky Rubio back then.
Dude, I would love it.
Oh my gosh, I would. You just don't tempt me with a good time, bro. I would love to have Ricky Rubio back.
Why did Saric go from starting last game and actually playing decently to not playing at all?
Who knows? Ask Monty. Oh wait, he probably didn't go to church with him.
It's always church with Monty.
That's our go-to. That's our go-to excuse. Just Sarge just refused to go to church with him on Sunday.
I just assume that Saric looks like trash in practice. He must, because he used to be Monty's favorite.
I thought Torrey was a Portland fan last year. Now he's a Suns fan? What?
Charles is doing Charles stuff.
Wait a minute. Are we?
I
was about to say, are we on Facebook? Are we on like a Facebook group right now? That's the intelligence level of that, Charles. All right.
Oh my gosh. People in the chat are like trying to like Kemba Walker. I don't know.
No, Kemba's with the Mavs. Did they let him go or something?
They let him go.
Really?
I mean,
I'm not saying Riri because I want him. I'm just saying Riri because it's like.
Remember when Kemba Walker was that guy?
It's just that's kind of sad that they had to let him go. That means he must be washed.
I mean, in 9 games, he shot 42% from the field and 25% from 3.
Yeah, that ain't happening. You know what, Tori? You know what? There's a lot of Suns fans out there, including Sundo. So, take it easy on your response here. Could you explain to them why Carmelo Anthony is not a good idea for the Suns? Considering he played for the Blazers for a couple years.
I mean, you might get better defense from a literal brick. Probably
defense isn't the issue right now, bro. Defense isn't the issue right now. I'm just gonna be honest with you.
But would you want somebody out there who can't play any?
Can he get a bucket?
Can he get a bucket, Tori? They think he can get a bucket.
I mean, he can.
Can he hit a shot? Can he hit an open jumper?
I mean, you can probably find a better shot maker than him, considering he brings nothing else to the table.
Nothing else. Nothing else, bro.
I mean, okay. I just think you guys are waiting for Cam Johnson and just trying to tread water, waiting for Cam Johnson to come back, waiting to finally make a Crowder trade. Like, I think that's how James Jones is looking at it, where it's
that's exactly how he's looking at it. And
we're 500, we're still fine, we're still close.
And we got to be miserable to watch it, right?
Because Melo, you're not like Melo. If you brought him in, after the trade, after you trade Crowder, and if you still have Cam Johnson once he's back. You guys aren't going to play Melo.
I know. I'm just being ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, like last year, I mean, he was 37% from 3, 52% from 2.
It's not you, Sundo. It's not just you. It's like I'm seeing it on Facebook. I'm seeing it on Twitter. Like why doesn't Carmelo have a job? Like it's some kind of like crime against humanity that Carmelo, like these GMs are like, you know what? That man can get a bucket, but I don't want him. It's not like that. The dude is a dinosaur. The way he plays is the way the dinosaurs played basketball. Pterodactyls had the same bag as Carmelo. That type of basketball is over. Kick it into the 2-point range post. Not that I don't know that he got better at spot up threes, because he did. But the man adores the 2, and it takes him 18 out of 24 seconds to get that 2 off. So you got to rush it up the court, kick it to him where he wants it. Everyone stand around with their hand cupping their genitals because they're bored. And you just wait. And a lot of times it's a brick because he's 90 years old. Am I wrong?
You're explaining this better than I explained it.
You need to restart and build around D-Book.
Who said that? You were saying that?
You know what? You know what I think we need to do, man. I think we need to
Trade
Ayton.
Trade Ayton.
Damn it, that was not.
I think you need to draft Tyrese Halliburton.
Yeah, he's available this upcoming draft, right? Perfect. So I think this is what we need to do, Sundo. I think as Suns fans, we need to take 3 deep breaths. So I'm going to do that. Okay. That first one actually felt really good. That second one felt good too. All right, now that I've taken 3, I literally feel more calm. All right, so here we go.
You want me to take 3 deep breaths?
Please, you'll like it.
Watch this.
That's not deep. You're hyperventilating. We have to accept reality, which is we're about to be sub 500 and it's going to be rocky and we're going to have to dig ourselves out of a hole with Booker, and we're just going to have to accept it and start hoping that when he comes back, everything is right as rain again. That's it. That's our only hope. He comes back, things go back to normal because he's just so good that he gets everyone their open shots, and now they can't triple Ayton, and now Chris Paul has less of a load and all that shit. It has to be true that he's actually kind of in like the top 15 of MVP candidates, because Tori, do you feel like this stretch has maybe made Booker look a little bit better in an MVP conversation? Not that he's ever going to win it, but would you say his arrow is up as far as outside of the league looking and saying, okay, well, maybe he means more to that team than I thought?
I mean, I feel like everybody knew he meant a ton to this team.
I don't know.
But, I mean, I don't know how good you guys are with him because I haven't seen you guys enough this year with him.
That's true, too.
So that's part of it.
Significantly.
Well, think about that Pelicans game when he exploded for nearly 60. I think he did have 60.
Yeah.
And carried us to that game.
That's been Dame in the past, and he has never been MVP.
I'm not saying he deserves it. I'm just saying the argument for him to be in a top 15 conversation for MVP looks a lot sturdier right now.
Was anybody question?
I mean, yeah, dude.
Before he got hurt, he was top 10 in the MVP conversation.
I was trying to put kid gloves on it. I was trying to not be too outlandish with it.
I mean, you're underselling it, which in the past, it's like, I remember arguing Tatum versus Booker with you, like a year ago.
That one still feels closer to me than it does to you. I know everybody's just assumes
you said it's disrespectful that people say Jason Tatum was better.
Because at that moment, Tatum hadn't been to the finals. In that moment, because the argument for against Devin Booker has always been empty stats. It's never equated to anything. Then he took his team to the finals. He went up 2-0 against the Bucks, and he dropped back-to-back 40 burgers before they started triple teaming him with 3 demigod defenders. And then at that point, we were having an argument, and I'm like, look, right now, I feel like it's disrespectful to say that Tatum is better because Booker's been further than Tatum. But after last season, now I agree, it's probably Tatum.
Well, basically, you just can't gauge. You can't judge individual players based on the team they have around them, is what I say. Like, I don't know. It's hard to, because players are going to have different roles on winning teams, and it's not like Booker had a winning team, had good players around him, and was holding them back. Like, he just didn't have anything around him for the longest time, so I never understood that criticism. I always thought that was unfair. But yeah, I mean, like, he's a top 10 MVP candidate. Obviously, with how much time he's missed, it's hard to keep him in the race because you obviously got to play enough games. But
what I'm seeing from him, in the way, like, the nature that he seems like an MVP, it's not like everyone else. Luka literally orchestrates everything. That's why he's an MVP candidate. You can't stop him. You can't stop his passing. He's devastating. But Booker has this, like, because he has this, like, gravity around him when it comes to the way the defense has to play him. They swarm him so much that it makes this dog shit look good.
Well,
he gets
they
so
don't
much
swarm
attention.
Luka as much because Luka's a better passer.
Because exactly. I said it's different than the way Luka does it, but he still has a tremendous amount of value just on the fact that you have to guard him so heavily. It makes Ayton's sometimes ineffectiveness more effective, and it makes Mikal look good.
Yeah, like it opens up things for other players when you have to give attention to a guy like that. Like he has a lot of gravity, is what a lot of people like how they would phrase it. Like, yeah, draws a lot of attention. I think part of the reason why you guys look so much worse without Booker, though, goes back to the original problem that we talked about in the past, is that you don't have enough shot creation off the dribble. Like you don't have enough guys to set the table. I mean, Mikal Bridges 7 assists, but he's 2 for 10. Like he's just not consistent enough as a shot creator. Like Torrey Craig was 7 for 11 tonight, 17 points, but he's not your prototypical guy who's gonna.
You don't want to. You would never expect him to be scoring 17 in a game. You don't expect it.
Chris Paul's old. Shamit's not one of those guys. Like Ish Wainwright, Okogie, Damian Lee are any of those guys. Like Damian Lee is much like Shamit to me. He's the guy who's going to knock down shots, maybe attack a closeout, make a play going downhill, straight line drive, but he's not going to be somebody that creates stuff out of nothing or, like runs an offense or anything like that. And then you got Dwayne Washington off the bench, who's 5 for 18 tonight. Like he's just awful. Campaign is like inconsistent. You just don't have guys you can consistently rely on to create stuff and create offense. So when you're missing Booker, that stands out so much. When you have Booker, like you just rely on Booker to do that stuff. So it's just really unfortunate.
So you do think Booker is the rightful MVP this season?
Not the right.
Is what you're saying?
I was speaking logic for too long. You couldn't handle it.
I heard Booker MVP and I got carried away. What do you think, Sundo?
I'm with Tori. I don't think Booker he's not going to be MVP because he's been out too long. But I think what this does is just goes ahead and shows that what he means to this team and how valuable he meant to this team. Remember what we said toward the end of last series, after he got embarrassed by Luka and we had that shadow, lingering over us and that cloud lingering over us. And we were like, Booker's not a number one. Booker needs another player. Booker's not a number one by himself. Well, he looks like a one when he looks like the Suns are missing a one when he's not here. So let's go ahead and flush that conversation down the toilet. He is a number one. He's definitely a top 10 player. He's one of the best players in the NBA. Sorry, no ifs, ands, or buts. Like that's just now we have got to see what a world without Booker looks like. Don't want to live in it.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Do not want to live in it. So I take back what I said. Booker's a number one. Time to get some people around him that are going to put the support, his.
Yeah, he's got his flaws, but find people that support his flaws.
Well, here's what's going to happen. You guys are going to trade like all your future first. That's my prediction. I don't know who you're going to get.
Get rid of them because James doesn't know what to do with them anyways.
I don't disagree with you. I don't disagree with you, and that's my biggest fear is that James Jones just has no clue what to do with young talent, and he just likes veteran players that he's willing to do that, and it's gonna eventually that's gonna shoot you in the foot. I just feel like you got to have some sort of future, and I hope that once new ownership takes over and this owner comes in, he's going to really put a stop to that and like question it, because from what I understand, he's a relatively smart basketball guy. He's a smart businessman. I feel like he might put a stop to like, look, you need to invest. We need to find somebody to invest in the future of this team, as well as get support around your current team at the same time. And they need to develop. And I hope that that's what happens with this guy, because James Jones he don't give a damn about developing players. He just wants dudes that are going to come in now and do the job now. And that's just not fun.
Well, here's the problem with that too, is you don't have those young players that you can use in trades in order to get somebody established. It's like if Pascal Siakam becomes available, or your guys' future first round picks enough, I could see Siakam going for more than like 4 future firsts. That's how good he's been. And that's how I think there's going to be a lot of buyers this year and not many sellers. So the commodities are going to be priced higher. Basically, it's like a supply and demand thing in regards to the trade market. So you guys have 4 future firsts you can trade, right? And you can trade them unprotected if you want to. I don't know if that's enough for Siakam. Because you guys are probably going to be you guys would be good for multiple years if you got Siakam. He's young enough to fit with Booker for like a 5, 6, 7 year window, and then you just build around those two guys and Ayton if you keep them, or you get some for Ayton. I don't know. But like that's the thing is you'd have to include Ayton in his Siakam trade. So does Toronto want Ayton? Ayton and 4 first-round picks? Would the Suns be willing to do that? Like that's what it's going to come down to because I think Ayton and 4 first would get it done. But I don't know if I would do that from a Suns perspective. I'd probably go Ayton and 3 at most. I don't know. But that's the thing is, are you guys that much better swapping out Ayton for Siakam at the center spot? Like,
I'd probably want
dude.
Honestly,
Siakam at the 4.
Siakam is great, but I don't think so. I think
remember it's Monty's system,
right?
Yeah,
where wings rule and centers drool.
Like that's the thing. If you guys had like good young pieces, if you guys had like a Shaden Sharp and 4 future first that you could trade for Siakam, then you could probably keep Ayton and trade other salary and have like,
I don't know, bro.
Bridges, Siakam, Ayton, which would be the ideal front court.
I think Siakam would be a stretch 4 in Monty's eyes, at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he would basically be your other star creator.
He can actually create.
But I mean, that sounds cool. I just don't know. I just know that I'm kind of in the conversation of I don't know if I trust James Jones.
Well, Sundo, could you tell Tori, because you can explain it better, the thought process that people think is going on? Because Tori's pretty smart when it comes to ownership and like the rules as far as what can be done. He might know. He might be able to answer the question about how tied James Jones' hands might really be.
Okay, so Brian Windhorst, the all expert Brian Windhorst.
He's so thin and handsome, by the way.
What if Brian Windhorst he posted a article basically saying that James Jones' hands are tied right now because the way it has been set up and the way the NBA league offices want this trade to go is usually whatever they say whenever a team is in the process of being sold, the owner does get final say just so nothing gets messed up to any sort of moves that happen on the team, whether it's player moves, executive moves, yada, yada, yada. So basically what they're saying right now is the Suns are in limbo because you can't move your coach, you can't move your GM, and then the GM in return also like can't move players because basically Robert Sarver gets final say, and Sarver at the end of the day wants to basically get the most money out of the sale, basically. Yeah. And so basically that's what he said.
Better though, does that? I mean, I don't know. Making the team better, I'm not sure if that declines it. Obviously, I don't think it's a situation where you can take on a bunch more salary because you guys are already deep into the tax, if I recall correctly.
Right.
So it's like if you guys gain $5 million in salary, that's like an extra $15 million or whatever the owner might be paying the new owner. In the end, you're talking about like what, a $4 billion sale or something like that. Is 15 million really going to make that much of a difference? I don't know, but billionaires are greedy and want every penny. So
especially when he's being forced out and he's a cheapskate to start.
Yeah, it comes down to when you're talking trades, like it's a difference because obviously you can take back more salary in a trade. It just has to be close enough so that it matches. So like you could trade out 30 million and get back 36 million, but it becomes a situation like you're adding 6 million. Does Sarver okay that? Whereas it's a trade where you're not adding salary, it's much more likely that it's doable.
And that's what Windhorst was saying. Like James Jones' hands are really, really tied because of all the situation that's happening. Where maybe Sarver doesn't want to move to May, or like you said, maybe he wants the salaries to match, or maybe he's being a cheapskate about everything, and maybe he can't do anything until the new owner takes over, and then the new owner will then approve all this stuff. And so, yeah, it was an interesting article, and I feel like it's valid if Windhorst is talking about it, and it seems like a valid point, but it just stinks that like we were so excited about the fact that Sarver wasn't going to be the owner anymore, and it seems like the one thing that we wanted to happen is also like poor timing and biting us in the ass right now.
Yeah.
So you would blame it, Tori? You believe that it's not James Jones's fault that he isn't making any moves? I
mean, I don't know. It's hard to say with the owner situation. I'm not sure.
If it was Blazers, who would you be venting at?
I'd be venting at James Jones for the stuff he did in the past.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that is a completely different conversation, and we can have that one because I totally agree with you on that one.
At this point, like if his hands are tied, his hands are tied. He has to try and find a creative way to make something happen while also getting Sarver's okay, which is a challenge. But if you're a good GM, I mean, figure out a trade where you're not taking on any money then. Like you guys have some mid-sized contracts. You have Saric, you have Shamit. Those guys are making like 8 to 10 mil. Crowder's making 10 mil. Payne's making 6 mil. Cray's making 5 mil. You got these salaries that you can combine that you can get out in a trade without having to take on salary, and you guys can bring in a John Collins or whoever in that sort of deal. So it is doable. So I wouldn't say that, oh, well, if James Jones does nothing, he can't be blamed at all because his hands are tied. Because if you hypothetically make the team better while also not adding any salary, I don't see why Sarver wouldn't okay that. Or, I don't know. So, but that's the thing is Sarver might be spiteful and be like, no, I don't
100%.
want you guys to be better. So
I think it's what it is. I think it's what it is.
In the end,
okay.
I couldn't criticize James Jones too much for inactivity, but I would hope that he'd be trying his best. And it's hard. You can't know if he is or not. So honestly, in the end, I mean, I think there's Cam Johnson's a free agent next offseason. And you got new ownership coming in. And he's injured right now. I actually think there's a good chance Cam Johnson isn't on the Phoenix Suns by the end of the year. I don't know what type of trade that looks
to get better, we would have to give up something of value.
Yep.
When I say the word something of value, who pops up? Him and McHale.
Cam Johnson. But I think there's a chance that you guys just, the new ownership or however this whole messy situation comes up, I think there's a chance that you guys don't want to pay Cam Johnson what he wants to make as a free agent next summer, and you guys just get off of him.
Oh, like we might let him go for nothing?
I mean, you guys would probably get back something, but it might not be what you guys expect. And it could be something disappointing. That is a possibility.
Can you give us your opinion on the reports that we denied a trade sending Jay Crowder to the Wizards for Rui Hachimura?
There's one of two things. Either Sarver denied it, or James Jones is waiting for a bigger fish that
I'll slap him
contract.
Stupid.
But Rui, I love that
I will slap the taste out of his mouth.
We all love Rui here, bro.
He went to Gonzaga, man. That's
on a scale of 1 to 10.
Man, I would have loved Rui.
Take your bias of loving him because of this school and how cool and everyone loves him. Just on a skill basis, on a fairness of a potential trade basis, how stupid of a move would that have been? I mean, do you agree that he should be holding out for something better than Rui, or is Rui enough?
I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. Like, if he ends up with Siakam because he saves Crowder for that, then it looks great, right? But if he ends up doing nothing, then it looks terrible. So it just depends on what else he has. Like, only he knows what else he has potentially on the table. So it's kind of hard to criticize him yet. But in hindsight, if he doesn't pull anything off, then yes, he absolutely should have taken that Rui trade. But it was reported like Rui and an asset for Crowder or something like that, which if that happened, that would be one of the worst trades I've ever seen from Washington's end.
Right.
Like I will blast them, and I will, if that's the case, I will blast Washington. Like that makes no sense. Nothing about that.
Well, but shouldn't you blast Phoenix for not taking it?
Yeah, kind of. But like, I understand waiting for something bigger at the same time. But also, it's like you could also flip.
That's the story of our life at this point, bro. Waiting for KD was waiting for something bigger, right, Sundo? Yeah. I mean, can we stop waiting?
It's not gonna be KD. The KD dream is dead.
It's dead.
We agree.
I said it was dead from the start.
It's dead.
Let it be known. I said it was dead from the start, and I didn't believe all the July 4th, July 6th
fireworks.
And I was right. Anyway, let's not do that. But
I gotta do it.
Oh man, dude. Here's what I think that they're doing. I think because people are freaking out because I made the point earlier, like we are literally playing with like third stringers and like daily rotation minutes right now, right? Yeah. Like we have Dwayne Washington playing crazy rotation minutes. We have D. Lee playing crazy rotation minutes. We have Jock Landale playing crazy rotation minutes. We have Ish Wainwright playing crazy rotation minutes right now, bro. Like that's how bad shape we are.
Those dudes are supposed to come in.
All those guys.
And I am hoping and praying, like seriously, that once we get Campaign back, once we get Cam Johnson back and Booker back, like, and then all we need to do is add maybe another person like a Kuzma or a Rui or something like that. And I think we'd be in decent shape. But it's just, man, it's hard watching Ish Wainwright, Josh Okogie, D. Lee, like on a regular
speak
basis.
for yourself on Okogie. I'm ready to start him.
I love Okogie too.
Should not play in the playoffs.
Nah,
I love Okogie.
You ain't seen Sons Okogie. He's a different breed.
What is Sons Okogie? Let me look up what he's shooting.
He's godly.
40% from the field, 24% from three. He's a walk.
Don't bring up his 3-point percentage. Nobody asked. Don't bring that up.
He's a brick, though.
8.7.
He got off to a really rough start. Look at his last chunk, of games. Don't give him that beginning.
8.7 points a game in the last month, baby. Josh Okogie.
8.7 points per game.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Okay,
all right.
in December, he played one game in January. In December, he shot 44% from the field and 30% from three, and that's an outlier because of how good that is for him.
It's great for him, and I will argue that. Okay, this could. All right, tell me if I need to calm the fuck down. Okay.
All right, we are.
If you say calm the fuck down, I will respect it and I will calm the fuck down.
Okay.
Sundo, that goes for you too. Okay.
I can't wait to hear it. Oh, he put at me. You know, this is gonna be asinine.
But hear out the full sentence. Don't laugh at the beginning of the sentence until you hear the end of the sentence, because there's a qualifier. Okay. I feel. Josh Okogie is just as good of a defender as Mikal, but because he's so bad on offense, no one cares.
I mean, to be fair, Mikal's been so bad on offense too, so it doesn't matter.
Calm your stuff, bro.
Too
Okogie's
much?
Just short, Mikal's just longer and bigger. You feel me?
Hey, I mean, to be fair, you need to keep that same energy for Mikal, because that man's been a brick for the last.
Mikal does it Mikal will do it for 35 minutes a game against the best players in the league.
And he's been doing it for 100 minutes in the last week, in the last
off
month.
The bench against bench players.
Hey, that man's been doing it.
Have a block against John Morant.
What has Mikal Bridges done for us the last 6 weeks?
I don't know. Probably not.
Walking
because
brick.
He's not in the right role. That's the problem, though. That's the problem, though. He can't be your number 2 perimeter shot creator at times. You're number 1 perimeter shot creator. That's not what he's built for, right?
Shut up! I don't need your logic, Tori.
That's the problem. He's put into a role that he doesn't suit. That's not his strengths. If he's playing off of 2 shot creators in Ayton, that's his best role. That's when he's super efficient, right? That's the role he's been in. So. I mean, that's the thing, though, with defenders is being able to do it for 12 minutes a game is a lot easier than being able to do it for 3 times that, being able to do it for 35 minutes a game. So I don't know. Okogie has never played that many minutes. So I don't think you can sit here and say that he's as good of a defender as Mikal, because I don't think he would be able to defend at that level for that long.
You know what, Tori? This is why you guys are professionals, and this is why you guys make the big bucks.
I was gonna say you should think about
brings in the logic.
I was gonna say he should think about starting a YouTube channel. I think he might have a future in it. It's tough. The startups are tough. It can be slow going subs wise, but if you plug away at it, you just keep working. I think.
Yeah. I think you should name the channel Tory 2.0 and then Tory Blazers.
Tory 2.0.
I just need Gabe to teach me how to work a mouse. And
I got you.
And open up a file folder.
Call it Tory 2.0.
I got you.
Look,
maybe
speaking
one day
of
he can teach me
2.0,
Photoshop because his thumbnails are so amazing.
Rob says Okogie can at least match the physicality of a Luka, Tatum, etc.
I fully believe that Okogie.
Are you saying Mikal is weak?
You're.
Can match the what?
He's tough, bro. He's strong. He gets up in that. He's like a NFL defensive back.
He's strong.
He's
but
like,
so is Ish Wainwright. This is what you said.
No.
Wainwright.
Ish is strong and slow. Ooh, bumping people. Ooh,
I'm a tight
I gotta put back down.
I need to run
that
closer.
kind of strong. Like Okogie is like if Mikal had proper weight on his bones, but not the length. So you're right about the length. You can't teach length or replicate length like Mikal. But Okogie, I mean, Sundo, what do you think? You watch every game. When you watch Okogie doing his defensive thing and Mikal,
I will be honest. I do agree with what Rob said. Okogie has played great defense on those types.
I mean,
He's
I feel
really
like
good
if you go
like
into a playoff
said,
series against Luka, this is speculation, all right? I don't know, but if you go into a playoff series against Luka,
I want Okogie.
They're just gonna try and screen Okogie off him, and if you switch like you did, it's not gonna matter if you have Okogie on him because
that's a factual point.
Yeah, I get it.
Last year. But then like if Okogie's on him, I feel like he finds a way to drive to 15 feet, then he just shoots over him because the dude's 6'4".
But he will jump up and I watched Okogie jump up and snatch block a 3 from Jalen Green. Jalen Green rose up for 3 at the top of the key. Okogie elevates, snatch blocks it, goes down the court, Euros, and fillets on 2 dudes.
About one play. Like, yes, he can block a 3. Yes.
Yeah.
He can also make a layup. Yes.
And he can also make a layup.
Like, what are we talking about?
Making layups wasn't guaranteed for him in the beginning of the season.
I've blocked Peyton Pritchard before, bro. I could block a shot and make a layup. Like,
I'm just saying he's a special defender with extra energy.
For sure. He's a like, those guys, even if you got Tony Allen in the playoffs, what happened to the Grizzlies in the past? Defenders just left him and their offense always struggled in the playoffs because they're playing 4 on 5.
But you said he shouldn't play in the playoffs. I argue he should play, but probably not start, especially when we're healthy.
He will be more of a problem offensively in the playoffs than the regular season.
I agree.
Because those guys are more of a problem in the playoffs than they are in the regular season. Like, that's just...
But you know how much we lack toughness? You know how much we lack toughness and
Justice Winslow, I feel like, is our Okogie, and I'm sitting here like,
I would think you're
Justice Winslow in the freaking.
I would think you have a better version of Okogie in Gary Payton.
Well, yeah, but Gary Payton can shoot.
That's why I said better.
I really wish we had a Gary Payton Jr. on our team.
Me too.
I wish we had a Gary Payton II because he just doesn't want to play. He finally came back and slightly sprained his ankle, and now he's missed 2 games.
I mean, shoot. How do you think we feel? Campaign, same thing.
And then tonight, Chris Paul.
Oh, my hip hurts. I can't play.
My hip hurts. Poor guy, bro.
I mean, I think my prediction is you guys will end up with John Collins.
If you told me we ended up with John Collins and somebody and another player and Ayton was off the team, I would.
Who do we give up? Who do we end up, do you think, giving up for?
I love John Collins.
Crowder to Atlanta. Crowder is from Georgia, by the way.
Deuces.
Homecoming for
Deuces.
him.
All right, go home, little nigga.
You're giving up. You're giving up Crowder. You're giving up probably Saric.
Bye. Good riddance.
Can we get Bogdanovich?
No.
Why not?
Because that's a ton of salary for both those guys.
No, you're right.
Like, Collins is making $23 million. Bogdanovich is making 18. That's $42 million. Like, I mean,
we can send him CP3.
You're probably trading Crowder, Saric, I don't know. It's going to be tough. You probably have
Crowder,
to trade
Sarge, and CP3. Go ahead.
I think
go.
you trade Cam Johnson. Yeah,
That's
Crowder,
perfect.
Sarge,
Perfect.
and Cam Johnson.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I think Cam
Done.
Johnson gets traded to a third team, and
Done.
I'm just gonna say it's Portland for the fun of it. All right,
Done.
Cam Johnson to Portland, and you guys get Trendon Watford.
I like
Trae
it.
Young.
And
Trae Young.
John Collins.
And Trae Young.
And no, you didn't Trae Young. Honestly, if
Trae
Trae
Young.
became became available, I could see you guys maybe trying.
But do you think we could do like a Chris Paul
assets.
thing where they're like, okay, well, his stuff's expiring, he can help lead the team a little bit, little Rajon Rondo at the end of his career sort of thing coming over. And I mean, not that it would be they would ever give us
CP3.
Trey for CP3, but could we involve CP3 in that?
I'm telling you, that's never gonna happen.
They don't
Trae
want his
Young.
contract. Bro, nobody wants Chris Paul's contract.
Just take him.
Nobody wants Chris Paul's contract to be a bench guy. Nobody
Just
wants to play
take
Nobody
him.
wants to pay an 18-minute a game.
But anyway,
bench
no.
guy.
But give me John Collins for real. Give me John Collins for real.
Yeah,
I'll take John
that's what
Collins.
we're
I love
doing.
John Collins.
Y'all trade a couple first-round picks. I don't know if it's 2. I don't know if it's 3. But you trade those for John Collins. The Hawks get Crowder and Sarge just as filler salary, and Cam Johnson goes somewhere else.
Too.
Because Atlanta has a lot of forwards. I don't think they'd want both Crowder and Cam Johnson. And I don't think they'd want to pay Cam Johnson because they just paid DeAndre Hunter. They're paying Bogdanovich $18 million a year. They're paying Capella about $18 million a year. Trae Young's making $37. Like, I think it would be Crowder because he's expiring and he could help them and he's from there. And then Cam Johnson would go somewhere else. Because that's the thing with Cam Johnson is he's not going to be that valuable as a trade asset to a team that doesn't really want to pay him like 15 to 20 million a year, whatever he gets. Right. The only way Cam Johnson has a lot of value if it's a team that wants to pay him.
Right.
Because he's a free agent this offseason. So.
Sundo, you got anything else, man?
No.
We probably play Sunday or some shit. The game we go sub 500.
We got an early Sunday game. Yeah, you guys play Sunday at
7.
Yeah, whatever your time is.
7 p.m.
Who do we play?
Cleveland again.
L.
You guys always play the same teams like in a bunch. New Orleans, Portland, Cleveland now.
L. What do you think, Sundo? L?
You guys have lost
Everything's L.
9 out of 10. No,
Yeah,
We've
8 out
lost
of 9.
14 out of...
And your one win is Memphis on the road by 17? What the fuck?
We've lost 14 out of 19, sir. Good sir.
It's bad, dude.
That's bad. That's tough. I know how it feels. Maybe not that bad, but I mean, I know how it feels.
Yeah, man. So,
but do you guys just look at the standings and be like, oh, we're still close to the
no, I don't think of it like that. I think of us as wasting a precious opportunity to have put some distance between some better teams than us.
See, that's because you guys are used to being at the top of the standings. For a team that's used to being kind of around this range of the rate in the standings, it's like, oh, we're only a half game out of 6th, then a game and a half out of 5th.
I look at it as we're only...
If we fix it, we're fine.
I feel like I look at it the opposite.
It's because your expectations have risen. If this was you guys coming out of your like 10 years of tanking or whatever the hell it was, I feel like you would feel differently about this season and about like your place in the standings right now.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Like, wow, look how bad things are going, and we're still this close to being a 6th seed. Oh my goodness,
we're almost a 5th seed.
Yeah, you guys would have taken that in a heartbeat a couple years ago.
Those days are gone.
Yeah, it's just crazy how expectations change your perception.
We're jaded.
Yeah,
big jaded. The Suns Valley Jaded Podcast. Trade CP3. Trade them all. All right, man. We'll see you guys Sunday. Thanks for joining us, Tori, Sundo.
Yeah, man.
As usual.
Yup. Suns lose.